Hello everybody and welcome to another live stream here on YouTube. Good. Great start. Another live stream here on youtube.com/Johnny Chiodini. I am Johnny Chiodini. Sorry that the lighting is a bit weird, but my fill light isn't working for some reason. Tried to turn it on, it wouldn't work. I can turn it on for a second and then it just goes off. So don't know what that's about. I might have to reconnect it. But anyway, the nice switch says, "Oh, cool! It's celestial being Johnny Chiodini. Hello, it's me." But I think that's. Oh God, that's moody, isn't it? Blimey! I feel like I'm on Mastermind. My specialist subject is. Well, I feel like I'm on Mastermind. Anyway, hello. I hope you are all well. It's nice to be back. I took a week off streaming because I was meant to be on holiday. I didn't, in fact, go because I got food poisoning instead. So I stayed home with the dog. It was great fun. So my wife went on holiday with a bunch of my friends and I stayed at home. But oh well, doesn't matter. I'm back now. And blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I just rushed home. You may see that I already have paint on my hands today. I've just been helping paint a mural on a brewery wall. So I got in the door maybe 10 minutes ago. So I've been still a little bit frazzled, but I've been well. Today we will be painting this miniature of Boromir. Not the Steward of Gondor, son of the Steward of Gondor, Boromir, son of Denethor, Amon Hen. And he's, I'm not gonna lie, he's looking a bit peaky. Not sure if you can see that, but he does have 3 arrows in his chest, one of which he's holding, as if he might use it to sort of get up. But yeah, that's what we'll be painting today. I will explain why in just a moment. But first I have a whopping super chat from Nicholas Grammer, who says, "Good morning, Johnny. Got a sizable bonus at work for working through COVID. You're a great person and one of my favourite content creators, so here's a bit of it for you." That's really lovely. Thank you so much. That's absolutely delightful. Congratulations on the bonus. That is, I'm sure, very well deserved. Right, where's it gone? I can't see anything in this room. Turns out I really needed that light, huh? Anyway, right, here we go. One sec. We're gonna get up now. Hold on. Shit. Well, that wasn't good. That was... No, fuck. Ah, Christ. Yeah. That's all of them. Ah, fuck. I will sort that later. That was... Dark Absol Writer says, "Sounds like Johnny just knocked over 20 different things." Yes, more than that, in fact. I just knocked over a bunch of things, including my big tub of Skaven, which is normally has about 60 models in it, and right now has not many models in there. Also, all of my brushes. I have a little wallet of brushes, and I knocked that off, and amazingly, it's disappeared. It's just disappeared. I just managed to disappear all of my brushes. Apart from this one. Fuck my life. Oh! Just Another Broke Nerd says, "Yay, Monday happens even to professionals like Johnny Chiodini." It does. Are they in there? Did they land in there? No. There's a horrifying insight into the chaos of my office. Saul Reed's done a super chat saying, "Finally able to watch a full stream while painting a few figurines myself. Happy to say that the program has... the pantomime has led me to finally quit my bakery job and pursue professional stage crewing full time. Have a drink on me." Saul, I will raise a glass to you. That is great news. Congratulations. I know that has been a long time coming. And I'm absolutely chuffed for you, pal. Okay, fuck that. All right. I'm not even kidding. It's like they just hit the ground and were swallowed up. That's really weird. But anyway, I do have some spare brushes. I got given some artist brushes that cost £2. So we'll be giving those a whirl now. It is Monday, isn't it? Fucking hell. Oh, these are dreadful. Ew. Look at these. They look like they've been made from breadsticks. Those are awful. Fuck you, TK Maxx, I think. That's... oh, God. Right, also, I've realised there's a delay on my camera that doesn't need to be there. I just want to go back to bed. Those are fucking dreadful. I'm not using those. Where have they landed? This is so embarrassing. This is so... I'm going to put that on the... I'm not even kidding. Like, okay, it's kind of messy in here because it is. But it's like they hit the deck and were swallowed up. What? Oh, no, not that. Definitely not that. What? Were they not there? Did I just hallucinate them being there? This is so disquieting. Okay, alright, so that went down there. And then that's... I'll be right back. I'm back. I found them. They just landed under my chair. Okay. Good. Right. Now, Jazzy B says if it gets too disquieting, there's always Hades. I'm opening a beer. Up yours. Right. I mean, I should tidy my office. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. Zega Genesis says, you know, Johnny, if you're not having a good time, you can always play Sea of Thieves. I'm having a great time, thank you. Anyway, let's go back to 5 minutes ago. When I wanted to reach up to a shelf to get this. And I want to explain a few things to you. You'll be aware, some of you, Okay, you'll be aware, some of you, that I'm in a Blood Bowl league called Hot Bobs, because it's a misspelling of Joy-Cons from a WhatsApp chat where someone's phone autocorrected. One day we were a real life unpacking or tidying stream. Absolutely not. Good God, no, thank you. At one point we were talking about whether Sean Bean would be into Blood Bowl, and then somebody pulled out that picture that you may have seen where somebody basically papped Sean Bean getting out of a car. And he's got a laptop in his hand. He's got some documents. He's got 2 of his fingers taped up. And he's got a big bag of cans. He's got a big bag of cans of Carling. And so kind of jokes about Sean Bean coming around for Blood Bowl with a big bag of cans became rife. So then I picked up a Boromir model and I made this, which is I've shown you this before. This is the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award. It's on a plinth. Now, initially, because thank you, Will, for sharing the image in the chat. Initially, this was going to be the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for the most number of deaths suffered in a league, because Sean Bean dies in everything that he acts in, right? But then we kind of realised that he looks kind of victorious here. So I picked up Boromir from the ambush at Amon Hen instead, where he's riddled with arrows. So this has now become the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for most kills in any league season. And this, once we're done with it today, is going to be the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for most number of deaths suffered in a season. Somewhat infuriatingly, and maybe this explains why I haven't bothered to make this yet, I need to make this award and then immediately give it to myself. Because in the last season of the Hot Bobs League, I had more players die than any other team, despite the fact I played dwarves and they're meant to be unkillable. Well, not unkillable, but they're meant to be very sturdy. They have some of the highest armor scores in the game. And yet, I had so many dwarves die. So many of them. Anyway, Baddy Wrongleg says, who designed, made, statted up and sold a mini of Boromir dying, though? Games Workshop did, turns out. I have missed a super chat. It's from Corio Malayam. Hello, Johnny and chat. I'll be painting some minis from a board game and ignoring my boss, trying to get me to come into work when I'm on vacation. Yes, please. You absolutely do that. That is the right decision. So anyway, right. So we're going to paint up this little tiny Boromir. But also, once we're done with that, we've got a big bag of little cans. You can get these. I bought these on eBay, I believe. These are basically like cans that have been made for doll houses. And you'll notice on the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for the most number of kills, it's all Pabst Blue Ribbon, or PBR, as Americans commonly refer to it. Because I couldn't find any Carling cans or any sort of British beers. And then I found this lot. So there are still some American ones. So here's a little tiny Budweiser here. Little teeny tiny Budweiser. And here we've got a little can of Tiger, popular Indian beer. And we've got a Coors Light here, which is frankly vile. And then, this is where it starts to get good. We've got a little tiny little Heineken. And we've also got, this is the best ones, little teeny tiny Carlsbergs. So, I think we've got, this Sean Bean is on 6 cans. So we need 6 cans for this one. I think we've got something like, annoyingly, 5 Carlsbergs. So we might have to sneak in a little Heineken there. But there we go. As Ruth Opinion types all in caps, tiny Heine. But most importantly, before let's see how long we can go without putting any paint on the model. I have a super sticker. It's from Davy Jones, and it's of a lemon. Or at least it's of a yellow figure with a lemon-shaped head. Lemons typically don't have bodies, arms, and legs. This one does. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to ask questions. I'm only here to describe what it's doing. And what it is doing is sort of standing there with its arms behind its back. And then it sort of coquettishly throws out a leg, like a flamenco dancer, but also goes, hey! Oh, nearly knocked something off the other side of the desk. So it goes, hey, with both thumbs. And it's very festive. I like it. So, okay, now we've got another super chat from Nick Jeffrey, who says, hi, Johnny, hope you enjoyed your week off. I didn't, thank you. I'm feeling a little sore. Started dialysis last week. My arm is bruised from failed attempts to connect. That sucks, but I'm very glad that you have started dialysis. Well done, Nick. That is very, very good news. Incidentally, sorry if you can hear a lot of building work outside. There's a lot of building work going on outside. It's a barrel of laughs. Anyway, right. I don't normally do this, actually, but because this model is quite small, I'm going to get some blue tack and smush it down onto this bottle to make a cheap and cheery painting handle. And then we're going to reset the focus. Actually going to move, because, right, where's my return position? That's my return position. There we go. That's what we're going to go with. So we now need to remember what paints I use. That is definitely black with some blue-grey in it. So that's what that is. That's quite dark. Is that corn red darkened down? I think so. Okay, right, that's fine. We can do this. But let's start off with some skin tone. Incidentally, I'm pleased to say that this is the last time I'm going to be using this camera like this with this angle on a painting stream, because I'm kind of sick of it. It's not a very good sort of angle to show you what I'm doing. And actually, slightly inspired by watching Jack of our own lovely community the other day, as they've started streaming on Twitch, which is a bloody delight. They were putting some paint on some towel. They were using an iPhone to get a really nice top-down shot. So what I've done is I've bought a little arm and a little teeny tiny webcam, and I'm going to basically put it by my head so that we just get a much better sort of top-down view. So that'll be nice. And it feels like we've come full circle, because on their stream Jack said that they started painting after watching me paint some Night Haunt. Jack says, "Oh my god, this feels very surreal." Get used to it, buddy. You're a streamer now. Incidentally, once I do have once this camera comes through, I will have a spare webcam, specifically this one, because I'm going to use this camera as my face cam, and this camera, well, this camera I'm not going to be using anymore because I'm going to be using the other camera as my painting cam. So if you want, I can send you this webcam if you would like it, if it would help your streaming setup. We'll chat after this if you just shoot me a message on Discord or something. But there you go. Will quite rightly says, Jack, plug your stream. Please do. Although I think only mods can share links in chat, which is quite annoying. And it's a setting I keep meaning to change, but haven't. But yeah. Claire de Bear says, Watson cam? Zega Genesis says, dedicated Watson cam? Yeah. I mean, there we go. Twitch.tv/ThemBoJack. You should follow them, says the Nice Witch. The Nice Witch is absolutely correct. Sort of yes to dedicated Watson cam, but also like I literally just offered to send that camera to somebody to help them on their own streaming journey. It feels a bit weird to then be like, actually, no, I'll train it on my dog. So, like, I know you love Watson and everything, but A, most of the time she's not in here when I'm streaming. And B, I've sort of already earmarked the camera for something else, mates. Right. Here we go. Scene Bean now has a face. Currently he's looking like Gandalf the White. Emma Benton's in chat. Hello, Emma. Emma says, hello, friends. How are you all this fine Monday? The stream nearly ended before it even began, Emma. I'm not going to lie. I knocked a whole bunch of shit onto the floor. And I've only just recovered. So there we go. The Nice Witch says, whoa, spoilers for Gandalf the Grey. That's made me laugh. Yeah, my office is a tip. I was thinking about it this morning, actually, because it's always a mess. It's a real shithole, my office. Like, I know that like I have camera angles that don't show clutter or anything. They're very carefully arranged to not show just the chaos around me. Because it turns out it's the biggest and most tangible way in which my mental illness manifests, I think, is that I just can't keep my working space tidy. I just, like, I can do it in an office, but at home, I just can't do it. My office is always a mess. And that's just the way it goes. So, part of the reason I don't always have Watson Cam on is that sometimes there's just so much shit on the floor. Like, so much. So, I'm thinking a lot recently about how narratives around mental illness always focus on being aware of mental illness and the fact that people can feel sad sometimes. But when it comes to actually seeing people struggling and seeing what mental illness actually looks like, they freak out and they're like, oh no, we don't want to see that. Like this room is a pile right now. And I'm kind of bored of pretending otherwise. Nick Jeffrey has done another super chat saying, Johnny, can I also just say thanks to all the Skellies who sent kind messages wishing me well with my treatment, and to you for creating the community. Thank you very much. I feel like the community kind of sprang up around me. I don't really feel like I made it. I feel like I'm very lucky, actually, to have a community around. So, I mean, here's a case in point. I've got to move a stack of Blood Bowl stuff with a sock on the top. So that I can move a different board game. This is Necromolds. So that I can get at the shoebox in which I keep my paints. Just how I live. Kidney, what a username. Kidney has done a super chat saying, having a frankly rotten Monday between uni and the usual brainworms, so glad to catch a stream. Shall be painting a Gene Stealer Nexus while watching. Delightful. I'm sorry that you're having a shitter of a day, though. I woke up this morning and I was kind of clicking around on Twitter and sort of poked my head into the Discord and stuff. And it really seems like everyone's having a proper Monday today. Like, everyone's having a really rough time of it. And apparently I've been caught up in that as well. So, I hope everyone's okay, at least. Where's the fucking black paint? Okay. You know what I might do is put on the main light to try and get a little bit more colour into the room. Hold on. Whoop! Don't knock anything else over. Sam Street says, I can't hear woke up this morning without following with get yourself a gun. That is entirely fair. What a show The Sopranos is as well. There it is. There's the Abaddon Black. It's the black nobody likes to use because it's rubbish. Defect says, if you know what to move in order to find what you're looking for, you have order. So I do. I actually do know where a lot of the stuff in this room is. Let's move that, shall we? I actually know where a lot of the stuff in this room is. It's just, it looks like an absolute tip. Anyway. CookieCat94 has done a super chat saying, this year has already been a long Monday. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. I've actually found this year's not been terrible for me so far. Gory red. Heavy red. Here we go. That's more like it. Yeah, it's this month. I thought this month was going to be really hard. It's not been super easy, but it's not been super difficult either. So that's been quite nice. Right. Okay. Right. Mr. McWaggle says 6 months into 2022 and it feels okay so far. Oofed. Mood. I'm going to put a little bit of music in my ears. Because if I'm not doing that, why am I wearing headphones? And then we're actually going to crack on and paint Sean Bean. Is that what I want? Yeah, go on then. Okie dokie. Italosi99 has done a super chat saying Kanan Jarrus in Rebels is blind. He's Jedi Daredevil. Jedi Daredevil is surprisingly hard to say. Thank you very much, Italosi, for another nugget of Star Wars lore. I feel like I'm learning so much from our interactions here. Okay, here we go. Here we go then. Here we jolly well go. Fucking hell. Italosi99 says, can you tell I ran out of obscure Star Wars facts yet? No, it's not showing. I think you're fine. 26 minutes in, and I feel like I've only just managed to wrest control back of this stream. Good lord. Ah, this is pleasant. It's also a lot warmer in here than it was in the brewery. Breweries are cold, turns out. They're just big warehouse things. And the problem with painting on a taproom wall is, if there's no one in there buying beer in it, they don't heat it. It's freezing. Jack Wood says, can we talk about the existence of jazz in Star Wars? We can is the problem, because I can't resist. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jack, do you mean jizz? Is that what you mean? Yeah, jazz in Star Wars. Turns out it's called jizz. There we go. So, good luck to the mods having to approve all of those messages. I mean, I know that actually, comparatively, the UK is a very small place. It's a very tiny racist plague island. And thus, you know, it wouldn't necessarily occur to George Lucas to be like, let's just double check that our term for jazz music or lounge music or whatever isn't a hilarious term in another country. You know, like when that finance company tried to launch Nonce Finance recently and then went, oh. But I'm also quite surprised. Like, is jizz exclusively UK slang? 28 minutes into the stream and I've completely lost control. Oh, jizz is in the US too. Right, it's a fairly universal term. Right, okay. Then God knows. God only knows. God, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking. It's a lot. But then also, like, I think I've talked about this before. Like, have I told you already about what George Lucas suggested for Starkiller's name when they asked if they could make him a Sith for Star Wars: The Force Unleashed? Because that's a good one. That one's golden. This is not the colour that I used originally on this. I'm going to mix in some Screamer Pink into that. Emma Benton says, genuinely, I do not know. Mr. McWaggle knows, yeah. They asked George Lucas, may we make this character into a Sith? It's a big deal, so obviously they wanted permission to add that into the lore. And apparently he paused and said, yeah, you can either have Darth Insanius or Darth Icky as the Darth name. Darth Insanius or Darth Icky. And apparently the room sort of went silent and then they never mentioned it again in the hopes that he wouldn't follow up on it. Thankfully, they got away with it. So, right. So, having compared the red colour I put onto old Boromir's robe, I realised it wasn't right. So I'm going over it now with Screamer Pink in order to make it right. And that's the nice thing about models, is that you can and will fuck it up. But you can fix it by painting it some more. Will says, I feel like that's a soft no. Actually, yeah, you know what? Maybe George Lucas was like, this'll fox them. I don't actually want him to be a Darth. But at the same time, if he didn't want him to be a Darth, why didn't he just say no? He's George Lucas. No one's going to push back. I don't know. The Nice Witch claims the word for R&B music in Star Wars is spooge. Honestly. Oh, God. My God. Eshin Grey, there you are. Eshin, yeah, that's Eshin Grey, all right, as the highlight colour. It's going to be a long 3.5 hours. We have fun here. Oofed. 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 Rabbit-exe says, how do surnames work in Star Wars? Is Palpatine like, this is my wife, Mrs. Palpatine, and our son, Michael Palpatine? Michael Palpatine sounds like a Tory cabinet minister. Really does. Michael Palpatine today denied allegations that he was building a second operational battle station in Kent. Speaking in the Commons, he was heard to remark, I am the Senate, before leaving and going to the bar that they go in when they're at work and want to get pissed. Is that too dark? Yes. Bit Moorish and grey. I am the Senate. Alison Vassabauer says, have you seen the video where George Lucas just walks in the background of a documentary that was being filmed? Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? Someone's cutting a piece to camera and George Lucas just walks across the background and goes into a building. It's very funny. It's my second favourite thing that's happened in the background of a documentary after the cat that runs into the glass door at the bakery. Because A, it's hilarious. It's a French documentary and they're using B-roll of just like a street shot of the bakery, but it's got this glass door that's open. And then this cat just goes like diddle 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 bonk, like just goes boofed and turns. And it comes right at the end of some voiceover. So it's like bong. It's perfect comedic timing. But also it just reminded me of the years I spent editing things for other people. And oftentimes editing things that, you know, I wasn't that interested in. Like, I spent years making videos about celebrity news as part of my shift. I wasn't always doing gaming stuff only. I was doing music stuff, I was doing showbiz stuff to help out in other departments. And so I know sometimes when you're in a long edit, you have to put something in that's just for you, and you hope to God it makes the final cut. I know for a fact there was an editor out there who was like, I'm going to put in this cat hitting a door, and it's fucking hilarious, and it made it, and it makes me so happy. Like, I feel a really weird kind of kinship with whoever that person was. It's brilliant. Anyway, got a couple of super chats. Copper Socks says, had a rough weekend, but I've taken today off of classes to recuperate, and now I have snacks and you lovely lot. Hope you're all doing well. That sounds like a very prudent way of handling things, Copper Socks. Good on you for knowing that you needed a rest and for taking steps to get the rest you needed, basically. That's some good nous on you. Tom Cunningham has done a super chat saying, a messy room where you know where things are is just organised chaos. Pretty new, so apologies if this has been asked already. Where do you get the minifigures from? Hope everyone is keeping well. You know what, Tom? I don't think that has been asked before. Basically, most of the models I paint do come from Games Workshop. They're Games Workshop lines. I paint a lot of Blood Bowl. So I tend to get them from them. In terms of where I order from, I try and avoid buying direct from Games Workshop simply because you can get it from independent stockists at about 20% off, and it's also nice to support local businesses, or, you know, just independent businesses. Like, for example, most of the ordering of paints and models I do these days, actually, I order from Just Play Games in Liverpool. Partly because a friend of mine works there, and partly because their service is rapid. Like they'll get stuff to you quick, so that's become my go-to. There are some models that I get from other places, and I buy direct from them. So, for example, there are two companies I quite like. One's called Punga Miniatures, and the other one is Grebo Miniatures. Both of those make some pretty fantastic Blood Bowl sculpts. So, you might have seen on stream before, I spent many, many weeks painting some vampires who were also athletes, who were also pirates. It was weird. Those came from Punga, and they're great fun. And I've got a team. I've not primed them yet, but I've assembled them all. These are Chaos Dwarves, or Chorfs, if you prefer. These are from Grebo Miniatures. I backed these on Kickstarter. This is a set called Dwarvageddon. They're really cool. They've got bull centaurs. They've got big punchy lads with dump truck asses, which is great fun. I'm thinking about running these in the third season of the Hot Bobs League, because season 2 is just getting underway. Where's he gone? There's one model I really love. Oh, I can't find it. That's annoying. Where's he gone? Where's the Roland gone? Oh no! Oh, here he is. So this model is meant to be a mascot, because you can see it's got human feet here. These are actually dungarees that he's wearing, and then there's a fake horse's ass sewn onto him. My friend is called James Roland, and he's wonderful. And he's a bit like this. He looks like a party Viking, basically. And I've kind of already invented a backstory for this particular model. This is the Roland, who isn't actually a mascot, but plays as part of the team as a bull centaur. He isn't one. But he's been living this lie for so long that he can't back out now. He actually went into hiding and pretended to be a centaur because he owed some loan sharks a lot of money. Now he has earned enough playing professional Blood Bowl in order to pay them back tenfold, but it's too late. He's too late into the lie. So the Roland is just doomed to play Blood Bowl forever now. So there we go. Burrito has done a super chat saying, "Hi Johnny, how are you? How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling much better, rather. Did you hear? Jalapeno Cheetos just acquired Johnny Chiodini for 80 million individual snacks, just truckloads of them." I didn't hear that, but that's delightful. I'd sell me for 80 billion individual... Wait, 80 billion individual snacks. Is that 80 billion individual jalapeno Cheetos? That's still a lot, to be fair. That's more than I could eat in a lifetime. All right, yeah. Yeah, great. Oh, that's great news. Thank you, Burrito. I'm so glad to know I've been acquired. Presumably, my life's about to get a lot easier and saltier. Alex Simpkin has done a super chat saying, "As this is a Lord of the Rings stream, which member of the Fellowship would the Ox Venturers be?" Oofed. Okay. So I'll preface this by saying if I compare anybody to Boromir, I'm not being mean. I actually think that the films do Boromir dirty. Boromir is an incredible character who isn't... They paint him out to be more of a villain than he is. He's not a villain in the Fellowship of the Ring in the book. He loses control, but he does it. He goes down fighting and panicking. Baddy Wrongleg says bin bag bombadil. Mr. McWaggle says Pippin, Sauron. Okay, this is actually quite difficult. I do think Marrowwen's an easy Legolas. Partly because, obviously, elf. But also... because, like... Marrowwen's true neutral, and that kind of fits a bit better with sort of the wolves, the elves, especially Mirkwood elves. I think that just works quite well. So I'm going to say Marrowwen is Legolas. Emma Benton, I'm going to try and do this justice because I feel like this joke lands better in an American accent, and I'm not going to do one. But why couldn't the Little Pepper practice their archery? They didn't have an arrow. Oh, oofed. Emma says, "I've been waiting 2 weeks to super chat that." Oh, that must feel good. Four. Let's see. Okay, so Merylwen done. Merylwen is Legolas. What's Prudence? I almost want to say Prudence is Gimli. Do you see what I mean? In the sort of like very particular way of doing things. Grudgy. Cares about killing things an awful lot. And there is that kind of like, not impatience, but definitely a get up and go that's just like, let's get this done. So I think I'm going to go with that. Merylwen's Gimli. And I do consider that to be a compliment. Although, obviously, fucking John Rhys Davies can piss off. Egbert. Egbert's a Boromir in my head, in terms of the sort of big stalwart, pushing the way through the snow with a big old shield. Oh, I got it from Agnes, says Egbert is Sam. AJ says Corazon is Merry, Egbert is Pippin. Disagree. I think Merry and Pippin is Corazon and Dob. Because they aggressively yes and each other a lot. One of them will suggest a plan, the other one will be like, yeah, and while you're doing that, I'll do this, and blah 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 blah. That's what those two are. Corazon and I'll let you argue about which one's Pippin. Oh, Eberil506 says Dob is Pippin. So we've got Egbert is Boromir, Prudence is Gimli, Ellen is Legolas, Merylwen is Legolas, Merry is Corazon, and Pip is Dob. Pippin, rather. There we go. Hannah Axelson says, but who is Rust? Aragorn, if Aragorn just had no attention span, I think. Rust doesn't really fit into the Fellowship, I don't think. Nathaniel Levy says, who is Gandalf? Gandalf is a wizard, Nathaniel. Is Rust the subcontractor? Gollum. Oh yeah, Revolver Rock's got it. Rust is Gollum. The Nice Witch says, okay, but it's still Danny DeVito as the ring, right? I forgot about that. Yeah. Nathaniel Levy says, I walked into that one. Sorry. Emma Benton says, yeah, wait, what did John Rhys Davies do? I met him once. He was super nice. He's just, like, he had a couple of just not very good TV appearances where he was like, come on, woman, shut up. It just strikes me as a piece of work, basically. Oh, okay, I did those in brown leather, did I? Does Boromir die with his gloves on? He does, doesn't he? I've painted his hands the wrong colour. Boromir Amon Hen. Yeah, he does. Dies with his gloves on. Silly Johnny. Okay. Okay. Rhinox hide, you'll do. Need to shake that up a bit better. Dice with his little top hat on. Boromir doesn't have a top hat, the Nice Witch. Ah, Stephen Hoy says Frodo is Alfred Strangetide. That's very kind. I don't know why I'm taking such pains to properly colour match these two models, because odds are they're not going to be in the same place again unless somebody somehow manages to kill more than any other team and have more deaths than any other team in this season. But before I started this, I was like, oh, this is good. I can just have the model next to me and that'll be my colour guide. And I've kind of... It's quickly become a rod for my back, which is slightly annoying. Hannah Axelson says Boromir should have a top hat, though. Maybe Frodo would see the betrayal coming a bit earlier then, because I do not trust men in top hats. Just because I suspect they associate with men in trilbies. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, it's nice to be painting again. I haven't painted in 2 weeks. I've been a bit busy. Inseer has done a super chat saying nothing, actually. Inseer, I don't know if there was meant to be a message attached to that. If there was, do not super chat it. Just type it, and I will read it out with all of the verve and attention it deserves. Which sounds backhanded, but I mean it. AJ says Liliana equals Shelob. Absolutely not. Because Dob fancies Liliana, and I'm not following Shadow of War into the cesspit of having a sexy Shelob. Thank you. Bloody sexy Shelob. It's infuriating. Quite reasonably, though, Tori Anderson says, Dob could fancy a big spider. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past him. You notice how he's always getting covered in gunk and stuff? It's my favourite thing about Luke, actually. When you're narrating a thing, he's really happy to pile on consequences to himself. You know, be like, the room floods with vomit. He'll be like, I get so much of it all over me, and it's in my boots, and it's in my mouth, and it's horrible, and I can't help it. It's just very, very funny. Because a lot of the time, you know, people are trying to protect their characters in role-playing games. You describe a bad consequence, and they go, oh no. Oh, Insu says no message, just trying to throw a little support. Insu, that's lovely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That is very, very kind of you. A Happy New Year to you. Is it too late? It's 24th of January. It's probably too late to be saying Happy New Year, isn't it? Well, Happy New Year anyway. I saw somebody yesterday I haven't seen for a while. It's a guy who walks his dog in the same sort of area that I walk Watson. I saw him yesterday and he was like, how's your Christmas? And then started describing what they did with the leftovers on Boxing Day, which is actually quite nice. It was like, yeah, I'm up. Actually, I can go for one more round of what did you eat at Christmas? Why not? It was good. What is that bit? What is that bit? Let's do it, chainmail. Chainmail, why not? It's chainmail now. I got it from Agnes as I loaded the sexy Shelob. It felt like a lowbrow type of thing. I hated that game so much by the end of it. So I reviewed it for Eurogamer. And the problem with playing big games is that oftentimes you have to just absolutely rinse them. So, like, for example, I was talking to my friend Emma Kent recently, who's formerly of Eurogamer, is now freelance. And I remembered her playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for review when it came out. And I was talking to her about it, and I was like, oh, I really enjoyed it, actually. I went back and read your review, and, like, you make valid points, but I really enjoyed it. And then I realised I was playing it at a rate of 2.5 hours a week, and she played the whole thing in 3 days. And, like, when I reviewed The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine for Eurogamer, And I'll say a lot of this comes from, you get code and the review deadline is just a couple of days away. So you don't, 90% of the time, you do not have the luxury of being able to play it at a slow pace, which is, can really cause problems. When I reviewed The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, I had so little time that in 48 hours, I played 30 hours of The Witcher 3 to get that expansion done. Luckily, I still really enjoyed it and I loved that game. And I gave it a glowing review and blah, blah, blah. But it was tough, I can't remember why I started talking about this now. Why the hell did I start talking about this? I don't remember. Hang on, let me scroll back up. It was from a super chat, wasn't it? Was it? No, it was from a chat. Oh god, somebody help. Oh, Shadow of War. Fucking Shadow of War. Shadow of War was one of those. I played it over the course of 3 days, I think. I had a whole luxurious 3 days to do it. And I had really been looking forward to it. In preparation for it coming out, I had done an entire playthrough. Actually, we never did the final episode, but I did a 13-episode playthrough of Shadow of Mordor to get ready. And by the end of that game, I was like, I'm not doing that series. Cancel it. It's not happening. And it's annoying because the Nemesis system is still great. Like, it's bloody excellent. But the story was so bad, so overblown, and just shitty. I hated it. Like, by the end of it, I was like, I'm not playing any more of this game. It's dreadful. And I really felt for the studio, actually, because they worked really hard on making something that mechanically was really interesting, and it built up on the previous game. And, like, I thought, in terms of the combat and running around the system, it was excellent. And then you've just got this god-awful story. And it's just, like, yeah, I was sick of it by the end. So yeah, that's my hot take. Now, then. Okay. All right. Fellowship of the Ring cloak. What colour are they? Oh god, no, I don't want to buy one. Just show me pictures. Fellowship cloak. Okay, they're kind of that green. That's not this green. It's not Strachan green, but it's not far off. I think I do have the right green, but I think it's in a box. There we go. Cayman green. Bing, 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 bing. Not idly do the leaves of Lorien fall. Hello, pig. Mark Kerwin says, are you sure you don't want to buy one? The last time I bought a cloak... Hold the phone. I think Wheels still has that. I bought a cloak for Oxventure stuff, and it's wool, and it's really heavy, and it's gorgeous, luxurious, but fucking hell, it's warm. So I don't think I want a Fellowship cloak. I do have, actually, a hoodie that is basically a cloak. It comes down almost to my ankles, and it's like... It's just a really big cardigan with sides where you wrap yourself up in it, and it's got twin scarves, and it's got a massive hood. It's great. But that's about as far as I'll go. I just don't think I want... I just don't think I'd want a cloak, to be honest. Thank you, Emma Venton, for hiding another Russian porn, presumably porn bot. I won't give you the full URL because that would seem like I'm tacitly encouraging them, but it did make me laugh that the first 3 letters of that one were VOM. AJ says, and Star Wars is where I put the Nemesis system if they hadn't patented it. I know, right? Sucks. Sega Genesis says, no Oxventure costume. Well, I have an Oxventure costume. I've just got a series of tunics. There we go. Here we go. Has anyone been listening to any good new music recently? How do you do, fellow kids? I'm stuck in a bit of a music rut at the minute. I'm not really listening to much that's new. And I think that's just because actually the last 2 years have really spoiled me in terms of my favourite artists releasing new albums. So there was just loads for me to listen to, and now obviously I'm having to wait for new stuff. But I feel like I've listened to Transcendental Youth by the Mountain Goats about a dozen times over the last week. Will says, just angry men with accordions yelling at God again. Good to know. That sounds nice. Eberl506 has been listening to Skillet Dominion. Skillet Dominion? It sounds like a brunch restaurant that's run by warlords. Nevermore says I've been listening to Amor Eterno. Oh, the new Ghost single's really good though, isn't it? Bloody love a bit of Ghost. Although, recently when they announced they were playing the O2, I was like, goddamn right, I'll go. I've seen them before and it was brilliant. I'm well up for seeing them. And then I saw the ticket price and I thought, no, I'm not. I love them, but I don't love them that many pounds. Oh, I'm so excited to mount this guy on 6 little cans of beer. Sergey B says, Johnny, are you licking your brush? I'm not. I tend to, when I tend to pop the tip. No, I'm not. I do tend to try and form the brush into a point. By sort of going like oop with it, but that's about all. Thank you for your question, Sergey. Let's carry on painting Boromir, son of Gondor, shall we? We're an hour in. You're a quarter of the way there, Johnny. It's all right. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. They can't hurt you. They absolutely can. Show them no fear. Oh. Dear, oh dear. So yeah, the new Ghost single's really good. It's really good, actually. Yeah, I like it. I like it when they sing about Satan. It's fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. Just innocent men. What are you having for dinner, Hux? Goose! As you can see, my time off really did me some good. Alison Vassabauer, to the rescue, has done a super chat saying, did you know by botany definition, tomatoes are berries, along with bananas, avocados, squash, and grapes, while strawberries and raspberries are not? I did not know this, and I'm not going to lie, I went into this assuming this was going to be another Scandinavian joke. By botany definition, tomatoes are berries, along with bananas, avocados, squash, and grapes. Okay, I did know that tomatoes were a fruit. Bananas, avocados, they're berries? Squash and grapes. I guess because of the seeds or the stone. Strawberries and raspberries are not, because their seeds are external? I'm guessing? Nick Jeffrey's done a super chat saying it's a marathon, not a Snickers. Very good. Very good. And Simon Ragg has done a super chat saying, "Hi, Johnny and LSPs. For anyone that needs to hear this today, you're awesome. Been listening to so much Longest Johns that I ran a D&D session for friends around the song Moby Duck and booked tickets to see them in a few months." Simon, that sounds amazing. You know you're onto a winner with a band when it inspires you to run an entire role-playing session. That's very cool. I'm gearing up to run Aegon for a friend and a bunch of his mates who I've never met. Sort of, we said the end of January, so soon, I guess. I'm looking forward to it. I just think it's so neat, the system. If you don't know what Aegon is, I'm going to tell you. It's made by John Harper and also Sean Nittner, I believe. John Harper, you may know as the writer of Blades in the Dark, which is one of my favourite RPGs. Basically, Aegon is you are heroes in sort of a mythical time. It's a bit like ancient Greece. And you have to attempt struggles, which the GM or the Strife player will introduce to you, right? So I'll say something like, CookieCat94 has done a super chat saying, "A coach full of jazz musicians has broken down on the motorway, blocking all lanes. Police say to expect some long jams." Very good. Right, well, let's use that as an example. Let's say in Aegon, I'm describing the fact that the road is blocked from a broken down wagon, and it is currently being attacked by bandits, and the people whose wagon it is need protecting. I will say something like, "Who will attempt this challenge?" And everyone who wants to attempt it will say, "I, Boagrius, son of blah, blessed of Athena, will accept this challenge." And basically everyone who wants to go throws their hat in the ring, and then they all roll dice. There is a basic success threshold, as in many other games, and anyone who rolls over it has helped succeed, basically, and they will get some rewards. They'll get some glory points, basically. But whoever rolls highest is referred to as best. And whoever is best gets to go last when they're describing what they do to solve the problem. So no one has said, "I'm going to try and do this." And then they roll to see whether it happens or not. They don't say what they're doing until the roll's already been done. So let's say the party succeeds. I could be like, "Boagrius, you succeeded. What do you do?" And they might say, "I draw my axe and I stand in the road and I roar to distract them." And then the next person the person who rolled next highest will be like, "With them distracted, I sneak around the back and attack them with my sword, and I kill one of them." And then it goes and goes and goes until whoever is best gets to basically say how they land the killing blow. And it's such a wonderfully collaborative way of going about it. It makes for some really, really good story beats and means that everyone's working as a team. It's brilliant. It's just absolutely bloody lovely. I love it very much. So I'm looking forward to running that. People are talking about Encanto. I haven't seen it yet. I'm terrible at watching films. For example, I saw Moana for the first time 2 weeks ago. But I do want to watch Encanto. It does sound bloody great. I'm gonna... let's try and block in Boromir's facial hair. Beardomir. That works. He looks very angry to be dying, in fairness. He looks very unhappy about it, which I can understand, you know? I get it, Boromir, I get it. It's okay. You're alright, mate. Emma Benton says, "I also can't make it through Coco without dying." I haven't seen Coco, but I've heard that one is just like relentless. So I can't blame you. Nevermore says, Johnny, make sure you have tissues handy. It's going to make you cry. Oh, good. Oh, no. Good old-fashioned film cry. To be honest, Ratatouille gets me every time. I know I've talked about this before, but... Oh! Okay. Layer up some of Boromir's face. There he is. Oh, Boromir. Alison Bassabauer has done another super chat saying, the definition of berry in botany is more about the reproductive cycle of a plant, i.e. the fleshy parts are derived from the ovary of a single flower. Huh! Wow! I'm learning a lot today. Every day's a school day. I've learned about berries. I've learned never to talk about the tip of a brush. I've learned that I can only stack so much shit up on the right side of my desk before it eventually falls down. I suspected that to be true, but finally I learned that lesson the hard way. Oh yeah, there's a little gold trim, isn't there? Okay, we'll do that now. I can see you all trying to get me to say it again. I'm not going to. Mr. Team Corvette's in the chat. Hello. Saying, if you're looking for animated musicals, Central Park on Apple TV is an exceptional series. Bob's Burgers crossed with Broadway. Yeah, I saw that. Well, because we got a mutual friend who works on Bob's Burgers. I saw about Central Park. It looks interesting. I don't have Apple TV, but maybe it'll come to something else at some point. WizBoom88 has done a super chat saying, after an exhaustively hard month, ordering the new After an exhaustively hard month, ordering the new Pokemon game and the unnecessary addition of the Breath of the Wild Champion amiibos to my collection, I realised that I had not made a donation to the Watson Treat Fund. Happy January. Thank you, WizBoom. That's very kind. In fact, Watson finished one of her treat tubes today. She was having some bits of duck. I was bribing her to just chill out at the brewery while we were painting. I bloody loved working on that mural, though. Like, my God, I mean, I was just helping. I was basically just going over some old bits that weren't solid colour. My wife was the one sort of actually doing the design and making it look amazing, because she's an artist and is wonderful. But I had so much fun. I was like, I want to do this. Can I start a mural business where I just paint on walls all day? This is great. Oh, and there you see, that's some internalized capitalism where I had fun doing a thing and immediately try to turn it into a job. Good times. Jack Wood says, was Bruce at the brewery? I didn't see Bruce, but he was probably just chilling out upstairs. Also, like, the last couple of times Bruce and Watson have seen one another, they've ended up having a little bit of like a snarl at each other. So we figured, let's leave it for today. There we go. Put some metal on old Boromir. Oh, he's just not looking very well, is he? Shit. No spoilers, obviously, but I hope he makes it. Will says, that Watson noise. Yeah. Oh, bless her. She was just... that was a Watson harumph for Mr. McWaggle. She was getting comfy in her bed and went... yeah. Baddy Wrongleg says, he's looking better than I would if I was shot 3 times. That's fair enough. Yeah. Same. He'll be fine. We'll stick him on a throne of 6 cans of beer and it'll perk him right up, I'm sure. Great. And I'm going to just I'm going to touch up the fletching on these arrows. Behave yourselves. And then I think I'll be ready to shade this little model. Oh, you know what? Oh, ooh, let's treat ourselves. Let's paint them cream. Thunder Cookie says he deserves more than 6 cans, surely. Of course he does, but the models are only so big. So the last Boromir trophy I made, the Sean Bean Big Bag F Cans Award for the most number of kills. Oh, no, wait, it's 7, because there's one in the middle. So that's 7 cans. And I'll do the same for the this one. I'm thinking, right, because I didn't have the plinths when I first made this, so I glued all of these down onto a base. I'm thinking about just gluing the cans straight onto the plinth today, which is nerve-wracking because there's something about these plinths where if you stick something down with super glue, it goes off immediately. Like, you stick it down, it's not coming off. Bang! So it's a bit nerve-wracking, but I reckon I can do it. Revolver Rock says, how many deaths did you have? I think it might have been about 4. I'm not sure. Robin Tweety says, Johnny, does he have the Horn of Gondor on his figure? So he's supposed to have the Horn of Gondor. It did turn up, but I'm not sure where it is. I've misplaced the Horn of Gondor. But you're right, it needs to be on there. It might be up on the shelf there. So I might have a look during the break. We'll see. We'll see. The Pool is Abstract says, just popping in after doing a whole bunch of packing from moving house, and I'm GMing a game of Monster Hearts at 7, so this is a perfect respite. Get well soon, Boromir! Thank you, The Pool is Abstract. I really hope moving house goes okay. It is the worst thing. I hate it so much. Emma Benton says, how could you misplace the Horn of Gondor? I sent it over the fucking falls so it can find Denethor. Thank you, Emma. Linon says, wait, what? What's in his hand? Okay, so this Boromir's got the Horn of Gondor, but this one is meant to have the Horn of Gondor split in 2. Oh, was that the question? Is that the Horn of Gondor? Well, yes, this is the Horn of Gondor, but this is also supposed to have the Horn of Gondor. Anyway, Tony Doku's on a super chat saying, been watching for 5 minutes and out comes the pale sand. Love the consistency, Johnny. Thank you very much. I actually find a drop of water makes it flow a lot better. Sorry. Oh, double Boromirs. Yeah. So, there are 2 Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans awards in the Hot Bobs League. One for the most kills and one for the most deaths. I'm making the most deaths one today and then immediately awarding it to myself, thanks to my performance last season, which was just frankly irritating. So, Naka says, late to party, but here at last. Hello. And Mabel teaches, quite rightly, all in caps, chants cream, 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 cream. Nick Jeffrey's done another super chat saying, cream, 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 cream. One day you'll shock us all by using custard instead of cream. I actually prefer custard to cream. But not on my models. But you know what, Nick? When that day comes, you can rightly say I told you so. So, I haven't actually redrafted my team yet. I've got a league game coming up for Season 2, but I need to redraft the Barrack Skylad Corsairs. And I can afford a Death Roller if I want one. But I'm not sure... the nice switch. The fact that you super chatted this. The Nice Witch has done a super chat saying Boromir's favourite part of Final Fantasy VII is Fort Condor. Brackets, this is niche and awful and I'm sorry. You're not sorry at all, and you know you're not. And that's why I love you. But fucking hell. Wow. Yeah, that happened, didn't it? But right. Death Roller. Could draft one. It's not really worth 170,000 gold pieces, though, so I might leave it off. But also, it's a Death Roller. Kind of feel like I have a responsibility to put one in if I can. Because it's really funny. Mr. McWaggle says, no one's favourite part of Final Fantasy VII is Fort Condor. Claire de Bear says, why don't you make a certain bear the award for the most deaths? Because I'm already painting this one. And damn that fucking bear. I said it. I don't miss it. We've had it. Well, it's right behind me, but I'm not showing anyone. It's really bothering me now that I don't know where the actual little tiny metal Horn of Gondor is. I'll have a look in the break. Will says it was mentioned. Yeah, it was mentioned, but the curse has been lifted. I decided at the start of this year. Done. Not showing it anymore. Not showing it anymore. 1 year was enough. There'll be something else. There'll be something else that comes along. You know? We can get by without him. Technically he's visible in this frame. But anyway. Yeah. Emma Benton just says, send me the bear. Emma, at the start you were like, I mean, if you want to get rid of the bear, I certainly wouldn't mind. And then it sort of came into like, oh, if you put the bear up for auction, I'll bid for that bear. Now it's just send me the bear. Oh, Hannah Axelson, fucking this is top. Hannah Axelson's done a super chat saying, why did Boromir use a longbow? Because they took the little ones. I love it. Oh, absolutely outstanding. Okay, right. Time to... Alex B says, could 2022 be the year of the Horn of Gondor? It's possible. Maybe I'll get into prop making and make a massive... Just make a Horn of Gondor. Okay. Dakia M, I've probably said your name wrong, I'm very sorry, has done a super chat of a Shiba Inu. Don't be alarmed, but the Shiba Inu is standing on its back legs, but can talk. It is in fact raising its front paws to its mouth as if to amplify the noise. And it's going, hiya! Hiya! Which is it's quite nice, really. Dogs can talk now. Which is troubling. Because if Watson could talk, she could say so many incriminating things about me. To be honest, mostly just about how I'm gassy, but she's one to talk, so. Ebril says, now didn't we decide 2022 was the year of the Angry Goose? I do have an Angry Goose model, but the thing is, I assume the cursed model this year will find us. I'm not looking for it. You know? I'll let it come to me. Because with 2020 the Bear, I set out being like, ha ha ha, this will be funny. This won't become a running joke. You never know what's going to become a running joke, you know? Like in the same way, you know when they made Portal? You know, video game Portal? They fully expected Hoopy the Hoop to become the big thing, like that to become the meme, like Hoopy the Hoop, the mascot of Portal. Does anyone know? Is it like? Did anyone discover and become knowledgeable about Hoopy the Hoop during their first playthrough of that game? Like Hoopy the Hoop is even there at the end when spoilers. GLaDOS gets destroyed. The hoop goes and lands, and it's meant to be like, oh Hoopy. No one gave a fuck. All they cared about was the cake. The stupid cake's a lie thing. Which, I mean, frankly, I feel like Companion Cube was robbed. Actually, Companion Cube was still quite big. But they were like, oh, wait till people get a load of Hoopy the Hoop. And no one gave a shit. I mean, Linnorn is saying, what the fuck are you talking about, Johnny? Nice Switch says, who is Hoopy the Hoop? Yeah. Thunder Cookie says there's a hoop in Portal. Hoopy the Hoop. Look it up. But no, everyone was on about the cake. Yeah. 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 Rob J says we never knew rankings of Lord of the Rings butts would be a thing, but here we are. There you go. Benny42 says, oh, Hoopy, I remember. There you go. Yeah, there's... Will, the quote was, we thought we'd need a warehouse full of Hoopy merchandise. You know? Oh, the pool is abstract says, in my high school mock elections, one of the parties had the cake is a lie posters for some inexplicable reason. Because people don't know when enough is enough. That's why. Tom Platts has done a super chat. There is no message attached. Tom, I really appreciate the support. If there was meant to be a message attached to that, just let me know. Don't super chat it and I'll read it out. But yeah, thank you either way for tuning in and for super chatting. That is very kind. I've just shaded Boromir, son of Denethor. Here's one I painted earlier. So to be honest, we're nearly done painting this. It's quite simple. I'm going to highlight the edge of the cloaks, highlight his face a little bit. I think it's kind of done. Doesn't need to be that fancy. So there we go. Poor old Boromir. And then we'll get to sticking him down on a plinth with some beers. Because why not? Nevermore says, well, don't be a dob became a thing. Exactly. You never know where the in-jokes are going to come from or what bits are going to stick. And I genuinely believe that going looking for them is not the way to do it. So we're not looking for the cursed model. The cursed model will make itself known to us. Oh, Rudy Gerber says, okay, folks, I'm off to make some butter chicken. Danilla Dragon has done this lemon. This lemon is fabulous. Remember the lemon I described earlier, or at least lemon-headed figure. It's a big lemon head and then a body, arms, legs, torso. You know what a body is. And again, they're fabulous. This one's waving, and as it waves, it kind of lifts it, like sort of bends a knee, sort of like ooh, ooh, ooh. It's quite nice. It's campers. It's a camper's Christmas, I'll tell you, but it's lovely. The but wasn't even the right word to use there. Like, I'm not saying that. Basically, it's great because it's camp, you know? Corvus Albright has done a super chat saying, Hoopy the Hoop haiku for Hoopy the Hoop haiku time. I was so close. Let's try that again. Hoopy the Hoop haiku for Hoopy the Hoop haiku time. Hoopy, who the fuck? Does it have to do with cake? No? Then forget it. Okay, that was great. That was very good. Jack Wood says, Johnny, did you just ooh-woo? It's entirely possible, Jack. It's possible. Right. Where is the Horn of Gondor? Where is the rider who sounds in the deep? Now for wrath, now for ruin, and the world's ending! Maybe we'll take a break. It's 5:25, and to be honest, this model needs a few minutes to dry. So let's take a 5 to 7 minute break. During that time, I'm going to go look for the Horn of Gondor. And hopefully we can put it on the plinth. I'm going to get a plinth for the actual trophy. I'm going to grab another beer. These are all examples of things that you can do in the course of a 5 to 7 minute break. I'm going to give you the same 5 to 7 minute break that I'm getting now, without getting into any of that. Everyone's got the same 24 hours bullshit. We'll all meet back here in 5 to 7 minutes. So if you need to use the toilet, if you need to, if you're not comfortable and you need to get a jumper or a blanket or move rooms or whatever it is you want to do, go do it. If you're not going anywhere, if you're already content, number one, great. Hope you're staying hydrated. You will get some smooth jazz and a picture of my dog, and then we'll all come back. It's just... Naka says, I can get beer. Does it come in pints? It does. I love that noise. It comes in pints? It does, into his little flagon. Anyway, 5 to 7 minutes. I'll meet you back here. Good luck. See you in a sec. Hi everyone, welcome back. That was a break. It was about 5 minutes in the end. So hopefully I've not caught anyone short. Good news and bad news. Sorry, there's a cat in the background ruining the carpet by tearing it up with her claws. Good news and bad news. The bad news is I haven't found the Horn of Gondor. The good news, I did find just a whole other Boromir. So technically we're up. This is a Boromir I forgot I had. And he has got a Horn of Gondor, so technically we're up twice. This is I did not paint this. I bought this off eBay. I have yet to take the paint off it and repaint it. But yeah, we've got another Boromir. So there we go. It's just what it's like to live in here. Sharing Forward says, "Hi Johnny, first time on a stream. Hello. Welcome aboard. You've come in on a pretty interesting stream, to be honest. This has been the most chaotic one for quite some time. So there we go." AJ says, "There's always more, Amir." Very good. But yeah, I hope everyone's well. Did I miss a super chat? I kind of feel like I did. Yes, I did. Huh. John Hanson did a super chat saying, "Hey Johnny, just wanted to say thanks for getting me interested in D&D with the Oxventure. I hope your 2022 is going well so far." It's going well, thank you. Yeah, this month has felt very long, but not in a bad way. So, yeah, thank you. Nick Jeffrey has done a super chat saying, "If you Boromir, did someone lend a Mir?" Makes you think. Definitely makes you think. Okay, so here we go. We've got I can be well lit or the model can be well lit. That's just kind of what we're going with today because apparently my fill light is broken. Well, it's not. It isn't broken. It's just not. It's forgotten about my computer. It's not connected to it. So that's a fun one for me to fix later. Skills Loading says, "I now aspire to finding unexpected Boromirs. It sounds like a hell of a life, right?" Give me 1 sec. I'm just taking a picture of something somebody has said in chat and sending it directly to my wife. Circle that in orange. Send. Baddy Wrongleg says, "A spare Boromir. It is a gift." Very good. Mabel Teacher says, "Unexpected Boromirs," as if Tolkien wrote a rom-com. Brian Shona says, "Uh-oh, who's in trouble?" Yeah, let's see if you can work it out amongst yourselves. Don't worry, no one's in trouble. It's fine. Sounds like Johnny is telling on us. No, you're all fine. Don't worry, no one's in trouble. It's just sharing a bit of gossip. Is Boromir dry yet? Yeah. Oh, it's happened again. I don't know if anyone else has had a problem recently with Agrax Earthshade from Citadel. Ordinarily, an absolutely brilliant shade. Bloody love it. This pot, if I don't shake it for approximately 40 years before using it, the mini comes out glossy and it looks wet and it pisses me off. It's okay. I've got some anti-shine matte varnish, but oh god, Will says no one's in trouble. I'm not trying hard enough. No, it wasn't an incitement. It's really annoying when models come out glossy because I don't want them to look that way. Where's my brush? It's not on either side of my head. Gosh, it's nice to be back streaming. There you are. There's the brush. I missed it, it turns out. And the start of this stream was a lot. It was chaotic, but feel like we got back on track. And we're on track now to making a tiny little Sean Bean trophy with this plinth and this model and this bag of tiny beer cans. If we still have time, do not worry. I have a miniature that I need to paint up. This is Barrack Farblast. He's a dwarf star player in Blood Bowl who has a fucking gun that he can use to fire the ball, which is great. Mancoy says, it's okay, Johnny. We just have a week of pent-up chaos to get through. Next time will be better. Thank you. Will says, if it's that pot specifically, take it to GW and be like, here, this is Agrax glass. It is weird because I think it is just it needs to be shaken, but it's a pain in the ass. Tony Doak has done a super sticker. This one, okay, it's a pear. You know what a pear is? It's a type of fruit, sort of a greenish skin. Although this one is more sort of a turquoise, almost a jade. This pear has arms and legs and a face. And it seems to be sentient. It also has opposable thumbs because it's holding in its hand a hand mirror. And it's kind of turning away from it like, ooh, and then it summons the courage to turn and look in the mirror. And what it sees delights it. It seems to delight it because it looks in the mirror and itself. It raises one of its legs, sort of bends at the knee and goes like, oh! And hearts appear in its eyes and other hearts kind of go bloop from its head, which I didn't mention, has a sports headband around it. It's white with a red stripe in the middle, suggesting that this pair is actually a fan of sports. Or maybe they just sweat a lot from the top of their head. We can't say for certain. Either way, the pair is kind of like, oh, discovering that it likes the look of itself in a mirror, which is lovely. And there's some accompanying text from it. From this super sticker, which Tony Doak has very kindly sent in, that says, thanks for being you. May we all aspire in life to cherish ourselves as that pair does. I feel like we learned something here today. Now, is a pear a berry? Shit. Jack Wood has come out swinging so hard that their message got held for review. It's gone through because I just want everyone to see how wrong Jack is on this. Jack says pears, they're just apples but shit. Pears are delicious. I love pears. They're sort of gritty but sweet and juicy. I love a pear. They're wonderful. I even like an underripe one where they snap. They're fucking great. But look, it's all right, Jack. You're your own person, and I'm very glad you exist. Even if you come out with absolute tripe like that. Oofed. Just Another Broke Nerd says, Johnny, a question about Jedi Fallen Order. What is your aversion to the premium content lightsaber parts? You always seem to do it. I just find it a bit weird that, like, I picked up this game on the PlayStation and it was like, here's your premium content. Just like, I don't really see the appeal in it. And also, I'm kind of aware that it's like, maybe not everyone watching has that content, like that premium stuff. Even though it's just the color of a lightsaber, it feels weird to me to be like, and now I'm going to put on the blade of blib. You know, like, God, I really need that light to be working, don't I? I just find it a little bit weird, and I just prefer not to do it. I don't really like premium cosmetic stuff in games. Emma Blass has has done a super sticker. Right. By this point, I feel like when I say you remember the lemon, it sounds like it should be an activation phrase. So if anyone here has been brainwashed by the CIA or perhaps the KGB, I'm sorry if that was your activation phase. Good luck in whatever it is you've been secretly programmed to do. But remember the lemon. There's a lemon, or perhaps it's a person with a lemon head. I'm still undecided on that one, but they are feeling fancy because what they've done is they kind of slightly rucked up their shoulders and they've got their hands up like this, and they've got sort of some music notes that move as they move, so it's like they're dancing to music. And what they're doing is they're shaking their hips from side to side while sort of giving it one of these. And when I do it, I look like a horrible little goblin. But I think it's you can see the full body of this lemon, so it's not just someone doing this like a fucking early 30s parody of a toddler in a high chair. But they look very dynamic and dare I say it, even sultry as they sort of give it one of those. So Emma, thank you so much for that super sticker. I don't feel like I did it justice, but frankly, I'm not standing up to impersonate a lemon person. I've got limits. Okay, so there we go. Adio, you okay? Says, horrible little goblin is my new nickname for Johnny. Thank you. Emma Blass has done a super chat saying, worth it! Good, I'm glad. Phew. I don't want anyone to feel shortchanged on super chats or super stickers, you know? Oh, so now I'm just highlighting. Fucking top light. Why aren't you working? I'm going in with a lighter green and just highlighting the folds of this cloak so that it looks nice. Sure can't wait to award this trophy to myself. Helen Robinson says, we found Johnny's limit, dancing like a lemon. Turns out, Lucy says, went away for a meeting. What have I missed? So much, Lucy. It's been kind of chaotic for a while now. I'd say from the beginning. We're not talked about asses as much as I expected, but the stream is yet young, so give it time. There we go. You can sort of see a little bit more contrast there in the cloak. A couple of other bits to do up here. Monster Noodle. Try that again. Sorry. Monster Noodles on a super chat saying, ahoy! Sorry I haven't been around. My sleep schedule is full vampire right now, but I hope you're doing well. On that note, bedtime for Noodle. Good night. Good night, Monster Noodle. Everyone say good night, Monster Noodle. Sweet dreams. I hope you wake up feeling very well rested. Do not apologise for having a sleep schedule. You got to do what you got to do. You sleep when you need to sleep, you know? But it's lovely to see you and to hear from you, albeit briefly. And I hope you're well. There we go. Everyone's saying good night, Monster Noodle. It's quite nice, that. Yeah, good night, Monster Noodle. Good night, Watson, as well, apparently. Just did a little huff down there. Okay, that's that bit done. Now time for some Eshin Grey to highlight the sort of leathery overcloaky thing. Mr. McWaggle says, so, about those asses. Yeah, I mean, we've already established this. I don't feel like we need to go over it again. It's in my back catalogue. Gondor has the best. They've got the best asses of all the races of men in Lord of the Rings. They just do. Like, don't get me wrong, Rohan. They can crush watermelons with those thighs because they spend a lot of time in the saddle. But you don't live somewhere like Minas Tirith without going up and down a whole bunch of stairs. They have got like perfect butts. So there we go. What about the hobbits? Because obviously you've got, the hobbits of Hobbiton are like, we're the hobbits of Hobbiton, blare-de Blair. And they're very suspicious of the hobbits over toward Bree. Like the Tooks, for example. They're like, fucking hell, they go about on the water and stuff. It's not natural. They're weird hobbits. We try not to associate with them too much. which is partly where sort of Pippin's reputation for sort of being a little bit wild, and Frodo actually. They say that Frodo is kind of a bit unpredictable because he's got a bit of Took blood in him. But what does that mean in terms of their asses? Because, right, Hobbits of Hobbiton, they enjoy being sedentary. However, our good friend Samwise Gamgee, he's a gardener. That's a lot of like bending and sort of, moving around on the ground. His Nard has just commented saying Peregrine Tush. Because you get the impression that the Tooks are generally... The Hobbits sort of out that way. They're generally a bit more active. Which means, are they building glutes, or are they all kind of like lean and wiry, Like, Jack Wood says the Gamgees have absolute hamgees. Absolutely incredible. I'm just curious. Timothy Thomas is on the super chat saying, "Hi Johnny and LSPs. Really random question. What's your favourite biscuit? Mine's a jammy Dodger." I don't know if it's autocorrect or not, Timothy, but it's actually been rendered a jammy dogger in your super chat, which really makes me giggle. My favourite biscuit. I'm quite fond of a custard cream. I know they're quite boring, but I just like them. It tastes nice. I'm sure chat will have opinions about these. Wraith Shadowheart did a super chat saying, not to say it shouldn't exist, but it has been bugging me. Why exactly does Games Workshop have a dying Boromir model? Like, what is the use in-game? I don't know what the use is in-game specifically. I mean, so I've never played the Lord of the Rings tabletop game, and I don't know... I've certainly not played the ambush at Amon Hen, but it may be that in the different combat rounds, you're trying to keep Boromir alive for long enough that, Sam and Frodo can get away. So it may be that basically the game has reached a new phase once Boromir has taken enough damage to become Boromir riddled with arrows. It could just be a status effect thing. For example, in this Blood Bowl team you've got a bull centaur, which is sort of a big bull model with, in case you're wondering, a dump truck ass. But in Blood Bowl, models like this, which fit on 32mm bases, can get knocked down. Obviously, this model, standing up, takes up much less space than this model lying down or lying down on its front, which is what you have to do when it's stunned. So a big model lying down like this can make it hard for you to maneuver your pieces around, which is why this team also comes with these little stunned markers, which are tiny versions of them. Actually, that's not a centaur. Where's another one? Here we go. Here's one. Little tiny versions. So you can show off the fact that that player is down, and you can keep track of whether they're down or not. But it just takes up less space. That may be why Wraith Shadow. That's sort of my suspicion as to why there is a Boromir standing up and a Boromir kneeling down. Obviously, this Boromir's not been to Lothlorien yet because where's his cloak? But you know what I mean. And this, of course, is flashback in Gondor Boromir, but we'll get to that at a different date. Captain of Gondor to show his quality. Dakia M, I'm sorry if I keep saying your name wrong, says, my cat butting my hands made me hit the super chat button on my phone screen. So here's a chat from a cat. Oh my god. Maybe the activation phrase was for your cat. Remember the lemon. Wow. Thank you very much for the super chat. It would have been very easy for you to go, no, cat, let's not do that. But you went through with it, which I really appreciate. Thank you. Tom Platt says, wasn't there a game scenario for when he got arrowed? Most likely, yeah. Mark Kerwan says, is your hotly demanded crisp ranking video with guests still a possibility? Mark, I'm filming it tomorrow with a guest. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. By the end, I hope my gums will be bleeding because I will have eaten so many crisps. Tom Platz is on a super chat saying, what is the trophy for? I recently had a custom job to forge an early medieval bearded axe as a trophy for a company. Holy shit, Tom. That's pretty goddamn cool. The trophy is for the Blood Bowl League in which I play, the Hot Bobs League. We've got 3 trophies. We've got the main. It's not Gav Murphy, Jack Wood. Mark Kerwin says, yes, I hope it's who I suggested. I was about to pull my glasses down my nose then. But I don't have them on. So, but who could possibly say? Anyway, what was I talking about? The trophy, yes. So, in the league, we've got the main trophy for the league, the main winner's trophy. We've also got this trophy, which is the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for the most number of kills. This is currently destined to go to Liam Welton, whose team, the Dale Slayers, killed more opponents than any other team during Season 1 of our Blood Bowl League. And then today we're working on the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for the most deaths suffered in the league. Unfortunately, that's mine for Season 1, because I had several dwarves die. There was one point where I'd gone 3 or 4 games where a dwarf had died every single time. It was excruciating. It was really painful. So there we go. Adam G's done a super chat saying it was part of the ambush at Amon Hen box. Yes. Dying Bozzer. Dying Bozzer is more of a decorative figure, but I know some players who use it to represent a wounded Bozzer to go with the 2 Uruk-hai models carrying Merry and Pippin away. There you go. There it is. Bozzer. But what a fucking nickname that is. Bozzer. I love Adam G. I love that, and you. Thank you so much. Addy, are you okay? Says, were most of the kills against you, Johnny? No, actually, Liam's Dale Slayers did kill one of mine. It was my first league match. I had a dwarf just up and fucking die. But Liam and I only played each other once during the season. I can't remember how the other ones died. I mean, I remember how one of them died. Henry James Crunkleditz got stamped to death by a mummy. His brother Wilberforce Crunkleditz survives, which is good for him. But it's not good for him. He wants to follow his brother. So I've always put him right on the line of scrimmage every single time I play him to see if he can get his wish. But so far, no. Sharing Forge says, oh my god, though, I love the teeny tiny pabs. They were a huge part of my early 20s. So PBR isn't really a thing over here, but I have had it in this. Have I had it in the States? I'm not sure I have. When I worked at GameSpot and we used to do like some drinking in the... We used to stay in a hotel that was nearish the convention centre, and it had a pool. But they also had a jacuzzi, and we used to break into it after we were supposed to not be in the pool anymore. And we used to just drink beers in there and kind of unwind after a day at E3. And the beer of choice was always Tecate, which is of the low quality, low cost beers in the States. Tecate it's not terrible. So there you go. Adam G says, you never heard that. Glad it tickles you. No, no idea. Jack Wood says, is Bobson Dugnut still around? Oh, yeah. Bobson Dugnut is the captain now that Henry James Crunkleditz is dead. He's the captain of the Barrack Skylad Corsairs. Because I'm redrafting the team, some of the players I'm keeping the names, so just having to reset their stats because I don't have enough money to redraft all of them. But Bobson Dugnut is absolutely one of them. Absolutely staying as part of the team. Joshua Hillmanator Hillman has done a super chat saying, okay, but which dwarf has the best assets? Do you mean of my team? Sharing Ford says, Tecate is best after a full day of kitchen shift, lol. There is really a place for just like low quality, low cost beer. Where you're like, this is just, I'm like... very tired, I'm very warm, I just want something tasty. Well, I'm just going to consume a beer, you know? Anyway, Joshua Hillman says, which dwarf has the best assets? Oh, assets! Like, but. That's a good question. Where's my team? Where are the Skylads? Skylads are over there. I'd have to step over the dog. I'd say Bobson Dugnut's got a pretty peachy bum. So, yeah, I think that would... Yeah, Bobson Dugnut. Bobson Dugnut's just a bloody great dwarf. It's really great. In fact, this isn't Bobson Dugnut, but this is the same model. This is from a Dungeon Bowl team. I mean, look at the arsehole, mate! You know? Boop, boop. There you go. Sharing Forward says, I had to go through sommelier training, and it just made me love trashy alcohol because contrarian. Yes, 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 yes. The Night Switch says, love to swig down a disgusting beer door. You know it's going to be a good house party when you're drinking tiny beers. Tiny French lagers are my favourite. They are great because they're like 2.8%, little tiny beers. And they're just nice to drink. You just be like, boop, 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 boop. Just slamming them in. About a year ago, when I was not in London, I was temporarily living at my parents' place. I was bored. There was nothing. You basically where I grew up. If you didn't drive, you couldn't do anything. Like, it was it was a mile and a half to the nearest shop, for example. But I did have tiny French lagers. I drank quite a lot of them. I gained quite a lot of weight solely from tiny French lagers, and they're just fucking great. I love them. I love them. Not gonna lie, actually, when I was thinking about this channel, I was sort of making plans while I was there, waiting until the day I could move back to London and hand in my notice and start this. I was like, blatantly, I'm going to be drinking lots of tiny French lagers on the stream. Maybe I'll have like tiny French lager appreciation T-shirts or something. But I haven't actually drunk them recently because I can't get them in shops nearby here. Kind of have to go a little bit further to pick up a tiny French lager, but still. I also haven't made any T-shirts for merch, so I'll fix that. I need to get an illustrator. I've got an idea in mind. I just need to get in touch with somebody and then get that set up. But merch will happen. We'll get there. Will says, "There's that thing with the in joke again." Oh yeah, you can't predict an in joke. You just can't. Excuse me. Oopsie. Skills Loading has done a super chat saying, I'm off to give my dog a recovery physio session, then be shunned by him because unsurprisingly he doesn't like it. Aww. To the Watson Treat Fund so I can help keep one dog happy over the next few weeks. Skills Loading, I hope it goes well, and I'm sorry you're having to be the baddie and take the dog to something they don't want to do. In our house, I'm the one I'm the one who takes the dog out to the toilet when she doesn't want to, and I'm the one who enforces the rules, and I'm generally the bad person. And it hurts sometimes when the dog's like, I don't want to be near you. Part of it is my own stupid fault, where like the dog doesn't really like being in my lap or cuddling up with me on the sofa, because if the dog's got any wounds or anything, which happens quite a lot when she crashes through the undergrowth when we're walking her, she gets a lot of scratches and scabs. I will check them to make sure that she's okay, because I worry. And so she associates being on the sofa with me with being like, oh no, I'm gonna get a checkup from Johnny, blur. So she avoids me sometimes, which is just like, meh. Oh, sorry I belched, everyone who's saying bless you. Sorry. But yeah, it's a curse. I worry about the dog, so I look after the dog. So the dog is suspicious of me, but someone has to be that person, Anyway, right. Hayden Green is on Super Chat saying, Johnny, long-time fan. I love putting your streams on while I play Dark Souls for some peaceful background noise. I can't wait to continue with Elden Ring. Oh my goodness, Elden Ring's going to be fun, isn't it? I'm looking forward to that game. I'm going to be shit at it, but still. I'm playing through Demon Souls at the minute on the PS5. That game's hard. Like, it's really hard. I've completed Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. But it's just, like, it's really fucking hard. It just is, Coda Blair says, has anyone actually sent Bisque to Johnny? Thank God, no. And long may that continue. Because I don't want it. Okay, my glue's over there. So I'm going to have to get that. Adi, are you okay? Suggest a HOTAS playthrough of Elden Ring. I mean, maybe. Adam G quite rightly says, we all have a parent we associated with the more stern side of growing up. Yeah. The Night Switch says the Tower of Latria and Demon Souls really tested my patience. Mate, I am still... I'm only at the second bonfire. I've killed Phalanx, and now I'm trying to get past the dragons. It's hard. It's hard. Emma Benton says, Bisque is lovely. Why would you not want Bisque? I don't want people to post me Bisque, Emma. I'm not going to eat it. You know? I'm not going to eat Bisque. Especially if it's been sat in the post office for a week. Also, little peek behind the curtain. In terms of security, generally speaking, a lot of people who have fans who come to see them at things. I'm not using the fucking word influencer, but people with fans are advised to be very, very wary about eating or drinking anything that they are given by fans, because it's actually possible to reseal things after tampering with them, etc., etc. And some people out there aren't. I'm not talking about you lot, but some people out there are not nice and don't have your best interests at heart. Shit. Okay, so here's the thing. All right. Okay, how many have we got? So, would I eat bisque that was sent to me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. God, no. Ronnie says, oh, but also, did you know that a lobster's favourite genre of music is bisco? Ooft. Ooft. Okay. Okay. So, here's the thing, right? We've got lots of tiny beers here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of each. We've got Carlsberg and we've got Heineken. Okay? So, in the first Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans award, we've got 6 on the outside and 1 in the middle. So that's a total of 7 cans we're using. But obviously these are all PBR. And annoyingly, I'm just 1 short to have all Carlsberg going around the outside. Oh, but 6 is an even number, so I can do 3 Carlsberg, 3 Heineken going in a ring. And I'll put a Carlsberg in the middle. Okay, thank you, chat. You helped. You may not know it, but you did. Yes, that's numbers. There we go. Heineken, Heineken, Heineken. 4 Carlsbergers, 1's going in the middle. Great stuff. Okay, good. Alternate them for a nice pattern, says Mark Kerwan. That's exactly my plan. Okay. I'm quite nervous about this step, because I am going to try and glue them straight down onto this base. So I'm going to start with the Carlsberg that's just going bang in the middle. And then I'll just have to build the rest outside, because I'm not even kidding. Can I... Oh no. Hold on. Sorry if this is making anyone seasick or anything. Here we go. Okay. Because like I said before, when I've glued stuff down onto these bases before, the glue has set instantly. Instantly. So I feel like I've only got 1 shot at this. So I am a little nervous, but it's going to have to be fine. So, get some superb glue on there. Shit. Okay, that's fine. See, look, instantly, sets instantly. Terrifying. Don't know what they've put on these bases, but here we go. So far, an underwhelming trophy, I think you'll agree. Okay. Alright, don't let me down, Gorilla Glue. Oh, Christ. Oh, that's not good. Don't glue yourself to yourself, Johnny. You've done that enough times. Thanks to everyone in the chat who's just doing the knees weak, arms spaghetti thing, because I'm nervous. It's very helpful. I cherish you all. Is that focused? Yeah. I really need to get my eyes tested. So I'm finding it quite hard to just check the focus on that monitor, and the monitor's only over there. Right, 2 down. That's a Heineken, so we need a Carlsberg. Bit of fun. This is a bit different from painting, isn't it? Eh? Gluing down beer cans. My dream is to one day have a stream where I just glue down lots of real beer cans on a plinth, a big plinth, maybe the 4th one at Trafalgar Square, and then actual Sean Bean just comes along. And it's like, is that for me? And I'll be like, yes. And I'll be like, top. It is a gift. And then I'll ask him to say, bastard. And he will say, here is a restraining order, sir. And I will say, oh no. Shit. It's alright, I was just panicking, but it's fine. Okay. So, here we go. We've got it sort of... It's coming together there. Okay, another Carlsberg. Let's just dry fit these to make sure these are actually going to fit. Carlsberg Heineken. Yeah, that's going to be fine, isn't it? Okay. Whew. We're getting there. Oh, skills loading says back. Doggo is looking very sullen in his basket, but hopefully his leg is a little stronger as a result of my mean meddling. Did I miss much? Not really. We're just gluing down tiny beer cans onto a plinth. Which, you know, is a thing. There we go. 1 can to go. Phew. Richard Spear says, can't you get rid of the middle one if you're one of the good ones short? I do want it. The thing is, I do want 6 cans around the outside, and I only have 5 of the Carlsberg ones. So actually, I'm really attached to the idea of it being Heineken and Carlsberg. Carlsberg is a worse lager than Heineken, but neither of them is great. You know? Okay, final bit of glue. Bang. There it is. I wish I had the 2 halves of the Horn of Gondor to put here. They'll be here somewhere. I think they might be squirreled under a pile of something on my desk. Or they'll be over there somewhere. I'm not sure. But that's that bit done. So what we're going to do now... I'm actually just very quickly going to varnish Bother. There we go, zoom out a bit. Fuck it, why not? Fuck it, why not? Eh? Let's put that there for now. Get some varnish. Good luck or a quick death has just stopped by and as is customary, just dropped a super chat and then disappeared, quick as a flash. Thank you very much. Good luck or a quick death. That's very kind of you. Ronnie says, you know what has recently upset me in the beer world? Having Corona on draft, absolutely not on. I can see where you're coming from, because part of the appeal of Corona is just I'm just sipping it from that bottle with lime. But also, I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much. I think probably because I've been to a whole bunch of, like, I've been to a lot of bars in America where they do serve you Mexican beers, like you can get Corona and it is on draft, and they give you a lime wedge anyway, and you just sort of squeeze it in. It doesn't feel as sacrilegious to me, but I can also see where you're coming from. Right, so this is Matt Varnish. Say hello to Matt. And I'm just going to slap this down on Boromir here, not because I think Boromir's going to get chucked about a bunch and get any of the paint sort of scraped off, but just to stop the fucking gloss effect on it. There we go. Great, great, great. Okay. We're going to give that a couple of minutes to dry. And then comes the delicate part of the operation. And I'll show you for what. Oh, Addy, are you okay? Is off, saying... Bye. Bye. Oh, no, I have to go get some dinner now. I finally feel up to eating. I'm glad. Have a great stream, and I'll see all you lovely soon. Take care, Addy. I hope you have a lovely evening. Okay. So, just going to pop Boromir off this hastily rigged paint handle. Thank you very much, Vallejo Premium Airbrush Colour Magenta Candy. Serving magenta realness. Another dragon says, yeah, done with work. Now to paint some horrible little guards. Yes, please. Delightful. Right. So. The problem. Oh, good. The matte varnish has taken the shine off that. That's decent. I need a push thing. Push thing. No, I just need my thumbnail, it turns out. Slotter base. What's a slotter base? Good question. I will tell you after I read this super chat from Talman. Talman is on a super chat saying, Happy Monday, listening to you while writing wikis for work. Love Fallen Order streams. It's interesting the different choices people make in games like that. I got the lightsaber upgrade in a totally different spot. Yeah, it turns out I should have gone back to Dathomir? I can't remember when I should have got it, or did I get it on Dathomir? I think I did. I didn't get it in the normal way anyway. But right, here's the problem. As you can see here... Oh my god. Johnny, you've been doing this for fucking years. Get your camera work sorted. Right. Boromir here has a slot base. Or a slotter base. It's just a little fin of metal here. Because you're meant to just go... and stick the model into that and put it down that way. I don't want that because obviously we've got these cans and we want that to sit flush. So it's a slightly delicate operation, in theory, but I need to get my snips and then cut it off. Give me 1 sec. Success. I mean, this should be fine, actually. It's a fairly solid chunk. But sometimes, when you're trying to do this, you can kind of push the model out of true, if that makes sense. Probably not sure if I explained that very well. Like when you cut it, it can kind of force the model to like warp a little bit. Ibrel506 says, "Oh, so it's a metal miniature." Yes, it is. It is pewter. It is not, thankfully, not lead pewter anymore. Games Workshop stopped doing that in the early 90s. But yeah, it always feels weird doing this because I feel like I'm sort of. That was cool. Hang on, I'll show you a magic trick. It's down my butt. I'm not going to show you my butt, but that pinged off the wall and landed. It's white metal, not pewter, says Will, presumably in that voice. There we go. Bang! There it is. There's the bit of metal. It flew off that way, rebounded off the wall, and landed behind me. There we go. But it always feels weird when I do that, because I'm like, oh no, it's not a bit of like, oh, this is going to look really fun. It's not like I'm defacing history or anything. It's a model. It's okay. You know, the world's not going to suffer, but it does feel a bit odd when I do that. Okay. The Nice Witch says this stream has been a journey. It really has, hasn't it? Ibrel506 says, "What companies make metal miniatures? I've only found plastic ones. There are certain numbers of them. Northumbrian Tin Soldier. Games Workshop still does sell some metal minis, but for older models. Like if you get Rattling Gunners. Who else? Grebo's stopped doing it. Grebo's only just stopped. Because I've got a Blood Bowl team and they're all metal and they're so heavy. Saul Reed has done a super chat saying, "Turns out trying to paint with a 16-week-old kitten running around is interesting." Yes, indeed. Goodness me. Good luck, Saul. Ronnie says it's because, as some may say, your butt is attractive. Ronnie? I'll take that. I do feel like my butt is one of my best features, to be perfectly honest with you, so there we go. That other Canadian says, "I have to ask, why is Boromir on some cans?" It's the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award. Basically, there is a wonderful photograph. I mean, you know, fuck the paparazzi for you know, hounding celebrities, obviously. But there is a photograph of Sean Bean getting out of a car with a laptop, and he's wearing is it a Celtic shirt? I hope I got it the right way around, otherwise someone's going to murder me. But he's wearing a football shirt. He's clearly just getting home after doing a bit of work. And he's got a bag, it's a Tesco bag full of cans of Carling, which is a god-awful lager. It's really shit. But it's just Sean Bean just going about his business with a sack of beers. But for some reason, we really latched onto it in our Blood Bowl League. Like on our WhatsApp group, the logo is that picture of Sean Bean with a hastily drawn speech bubble saying, "Who's for a game of Blood Bowl then?" Yeah, that just came off, didn't it? Because I pulled it off, obviously. I'm admitting that, but needs a bit more glue, I think. It's just so funny to us that when I decided to make a Sean Bean award for having Blood Bowl players die, I just thought, I wonder if I can get lots of little beer cans. And it turns out, yeah, there are people who just make tiny beer cans for dolls' houses. So obviously I went for it, you know? Just going to hold you down there, Boromir. Sorry, my nails are a bit long. I need to trim those, but I didn't have time before the stream. I hate having long nails. Oh, this is I'm not going to lie. I think I prefer this to the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for the most number of kills, which is great because I won this last year. So, Oh, Anonymous says, fun fact, history refers exclusively to written or oral records. Artifacts and buildings and such don't technically count. Huh, there you go. So, are you going to hold? No, you're going to come off. Just stop fucking with it, Johnny. Maybe try that. Okay. Chaos says, wait, a trophy that doesn't light up? One day I should really commission you to light something up for me. Okay, because I'd love that. So there we go. Right. We've got the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for the most number of kills. Well played, Liam. And then we've got the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for the most number of deaths suffered. I wonder if I should try and put like bits of paper on here to be like, it's the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for most deaths. Ideally, we'd be getting this engraved, but... Because currently these are just blank trophies, right? These should... I've given away the... Well, not given away. I've given the winner's trophy to the winner of last year's season. So, unless I ask for it back to add a legend on it, I won't get that. But it feels like it'd be nice to have something printed on here. I don't know. Expressive Depressive has done a super chat with 3... I think it's called a ta-da emoji. It's basically a cone that's like with confetti coming out saying, may I please have a little whoop whoop. More than 2 years after diagnosis, the NHS is finally giving me medication for my ADHD. You may have an enormous whoop whoop, Expressive Depressive. That is great. Congratulations. I hope it goes well. I hope your side effects are, minimal. That you do all right. Because starting any medication can be difficult, but especially, one that's going to sort of, hopefully, give you a lot of positive impact on the way that you go about your day to day. But yeah, good luck and congratulations. That's absolutely wonderful. Chat is now full of people going whoop whoop, which is entirely fair. So, Nyalathar Rich says, why not give 2020 to the loser of the season like a carryover punishment? Changes hands every season. Haha. Firstly, there is no loser of the season because of the way we do the playoffs. And also, I'm pleased to say that none of my friends watch my streams or anything. I prefer it that way. And so none of them have any fucking idea what 2020 the Bear is. And I'd like to keep it that way. Instead, we've got our own weird in-jokes. Like this pair of beauties, which I'm now actually going to photograph and send to the league. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, that'll do. Fuck it. Will says, none of my friends watch my streams. Oh, wow, rude. You know what I mean? I mean, like, people that I made friends with outside of... God damn it. You're my friend, Will, and I know you're watching the stream. But I meant friends that I made organically. Shit. It is done. There we go. So that's the Sean Bean. Emma Benton says, yeah, rude. We see how it is. Oh no, and Ronnie's done a sad face. You know what I fucking mean? I'm not saying you aren't my friends. Monk turns up every now and then. God damn it. Most of my friends don't watch my streams. Damn it. Most of my friends don't watch my streams. There we go. So yeah, those are the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Awards. Big bags of cans awards. Okay. Mr. McWaggle says, if you don't come from the friend region of France, you're just sparkling acquaintances. Enjoyed. Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry, everybody, that I insinuated you couldn't be my friend if you don't watch my streams. That's not what I mean. I mean, for the majority of you, we don't really know each other. So, you know, that's a thing. But I mean that most of my friends that I know in real life don't watch my streams. The Ganthia says, do you mean in-person friends? Yes, to an extent. Okay, anyway. Just going to have to do Be Right Back again, aren't we? Anyway, right. So, what do we do now? I mean, did they even prime this model? I don't know that they did. We could paint up another Boromir, but I don't know what it would be for. Should we do Barrack Farblast? That'd be nice. You know what? Actually, let's do something a bit different. I was quite enjoying just noodling around with hobby-adjacent stuff then. And I've got some basing to do that I've been meaning to do. Because I hate basing normally. So, Cheerful Spider has done a super chat saying, I don't get it. Skelly Pals obviously aren't meat space friends. Okay. With a skull emoji. Yeah, like, okay. So there's a distinction between, like, friends that I know and interact with habitually in real life, and people who I only interact with as part of these streams. You know? There's an audience thing, and then there's people I legitimately know who I call my friends. Most of those people don't watch my streams. That's what I meant to say. There we go. So, oh God. Hello, chat. Let's just get straight into it. This is called Brown Stuff. It's called Brown Stuff. It just is. That's its name. Benton says, well, I'm still sad. I'm sorry, Emma. So, what's brown stuff? A good question that sensible people ask. Brown stuff is a two-part putty. You combine the silvery bit with this bit, and it becomes a putty that is... Will has done a super chat saying, I was joking, I love you really. All in caps with a heart emoji. Thank you, Will. I love you too. Basically, what this stuff is it turns into a putty that you can then mould for a good long while, and then it dries. So what I did for one of my Dungeon Bowl teams was I rolled out a bunch of it onto bases and then used a textured rolling pin to make these bases. And once it dried, I painted them, and it looks like my Dungeon Bowl figures are running around on a stone floor. I've got another Dungeon Bowl team, and they need bases. So what I'm going to do is take my College of Fire team, and we're just going to make some bases for them. That'll be nice. We're going to make them out of brown stuff. The Nice Witch says, sorry, I've heard nothing since brown stuff. Entirely fair. Excuse me. Because you know what? We've done a bit of painting, but we've also done a bit of assembly, and this is quite nice having the camera down here to show sort of my little workspace. Let's make some bases. Of course, that means I need to find the rolling pin. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere here. You know what? It's actually quite refreshing, just to be completely honest with you, that like my desk and this room is always a mess, because it is just... That's just a side effect of me being chronically ill. Tired of hiding it, to be honest. My office is a shit heap. There you go. So, there we go. Found it. Bang. I do know where stuff is. So there we go. This is... Oh no, this is the wrong one. This is meant to be Egyptian tiled, which I could use. Fuck it, why not? Actually, no, because I haven't put any lubricant on that. Aha, here we go. Right next to it. Right next to it. Here's the other one. Here's it's just a temple base, I think. So what we're going to do is we'll get that out in a bit. You can see it's slightly green in places because I've used green stuff before, which is the less hilariously named version of brown stuff. But brown stuff makes for better basing. So there we go. Oh, the nice switch says, symptoms of mental illness/disorder make neurotypical people feel very uncomfortable, but as someone with a silly brain who is currently sat in their own chaos, it's extremely reassuring to see. That makes me feel very good, thank you. Because it feels like a weird secret shame sometimes. I feel like if I just tweeted something being like, lol, here's my office, lots of people will be like, how do you live like that? And it's like, well, I do, because I don't have another option. You know? Anyway, right. Just gonna get the snips. Cut off some of this half. That's probably too much. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. So I've got quite a few bases to do, but some of the bases are quite small. Don't normally have to use... You can just tear it off, but I feel like it keeps it a bit neater. Anyway. Okie dokie. So, roll that down. Roll that down. It smells like rice. It's really weird. It smells like cooking, like, basmati rice. Which is not what you'd expect from brown stuff. Chortle, chortle, chortle. Okay, so... And we got these two bits. This bit's fun because it makes you feel like a spy who's like, I'm going to make the exploding putty. We're just going to start working these together until they form. It actually looks quite nice, this stuff, once you finish kneading it. It's kind of like a silvery caramel colour. Fucking hell, Chaos. This is gonna open chat wide up. Chaos says, speaking of rice, which is the best carb? Rice, pasta, potatoes, or bread? Oh, God. Okay, if I had to pick just one for the rest of my life, I think I might go rice? Oh, that's so difficult, because potatoes are great, but also pasta. Pasta's wonderful. And I'm vaguely Italian. This is very tricky. Ooh, Claire de Best says plantains. Num 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 num. Hannah Axelson says bread, obviously bread. I feel like I could... I think if I picked bread, I'd be like, but I want rice, or something, you know? Anonymous says rice is nice. Chaos says risotto is Italian. Very true. Oh, that's interesting. Joseph Barraclough says, I'd feel better having curry sauces on pasta than pasta sauces on rice, so pasta. I feel the other way round. I remember, God, it was the day after I got braces from the orthodontist when I was a teenager. And my dad was making dinner, and he took a portion of the curry, like the sauce that he was making, and ran it through the blender, and then just put it over some penne, like the pasta. And so I was just there, like very gingerly spooning individual pieces of pasta into my mouth and then swallowing them whole like a duck because my teeth hurt so much. See, look, it goes a nice sort of silvery brown colour. It's pleasant, I think. And that whole thing was very weird. Also, oh shit, these are... Oh, fuck off, dwarves. The dwarves are on slot bases, but that's not going to fly. Not on my fucking watch. No, on my fucking watch. Shut up, Tony. Luckily, I've got a massive bag of bases here. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8. That's a Punga one. Not a Punga one. It's not GW. So. Two. Oh, God. Oops. Well, that one's on the floor now. 4. Yeah. 5, 6. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, don't make me get the matches out. 7. 8. Great. Mr. Tom for the Winter's Brown Stuff is probably my favourite Limp Bizkit song. Very good. Okay. Cool. So then, here we go. We get a chunk of this stuff. And the trick to working with this, that's too much, is having wet hands. So I'm going to get my trusty paint water out. Just put a blib in the middle here, like this. And then I'm going to wet my thumb and just start pushing it out onto the edges. And rubbing it around like that. Behave yourselves. How do normal people on camera use verbs without just being terrified of their audience? Genuine question, you know? Right. Make sure that's good and damp. Then Emma Benton says they don't. Okay. Will says, Johnny, help me decide. Chaos Chosen or Dark Elves? Chaos Chosen. Fucking elves. Chaos Chosen. Oh, but then the Chaos Chosen in Blood Bowl are kind of dull models. You know what? If this is for play, here we go. Look, there's a rolling pin, and that's a cobbly base. Load of old cobblers. And then that'll dry, and then we'll paint that, and then we'll put a model on it. Honestly, Will. Will says, "Oh, it's very simple. They haven't got an audience. They have an audience who aren't rotten goblin bastards." Yes, that makes more sense now. Honestly, it depends if you want a dodging game or a punching game. Will. I prefer to play. I mean, I run dwarves. I really like sort of attritional punching games of Blood Bowl. I respect elf bullshit, but it's still elf bullshit, you know? But you may feel differently. And watching an elf team play well is amazing. So, Nick Green says, that's so cool. I can't believe I've gone this long making clay sculptures with bases and never got one of these rolling pins. I will have to find one. These are made by Green Stuff World. In fact, I mentioned earlier Just Play Games in Liverpool. They have an online store. They do sell these rolling pins. So that's a pretty good way of doing it. And the nice thing about them is they're so differently textured that you can pick any part of the pin and it will come out looking different. See, like this one's almost got like a fleur-de-lis design, and this one's all cobbly. It's good fun. Minute L has done a big old super chat. Saying, I pretty much lived on noodles back when I got braces. My sister and I got pretty creative with what you can do with 3-minute noodles and a can of coconut milk. Nom, 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 nom. Also, I'm done with tonight's craft project, so time to relax. Well, thank you very much for the super chat. And I'm glad I'm not... I mean, obviously, I wouldn't wish suffering on anyone else, but I'm glad I'm not the only one who had to get creative with foodstuffs during the braces years. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate the support, and I hope you have a bloody lovely evening. You relax. You've done the hard bit. Now just kick back. When I had braces, at one point I also had to wear elastics. Like literally, it was from my molars to like up here. I had rubber bands, so they would go like genuinely my face. Focus, you bastard. Come on. There'd be a rubber band going from here to here inside my mouth. So like I'd open my mouth and you'd see twin rubber bands there, which was a thing. It helped bring my teeth into line, so, you know, good. And the orthodontist knew what she was doing, so good. But also, sometimes those bands would fray, which meant that sometimes if you laughed, they'd snap and ping you on the face. You'd be like, ha ha ha. And if I ate anything tomato-based, they'd get dyed orange. Which was not fun. So obviously when that happened, I changed them, but still. Wow, Emma Benton says, I had to do the rubber bands in an M shape, so it was on 5 of them. Fucking hell. They were bad. I mean, I escaped without headgear, which is good. So at one point I thought I was going to have to get it. No disrespect to that. Basically, it wasn't like, I don't want headgear, because I don't like people with headgear. It's more just like, I think I'm going to get bullied. So... Ugh, this one's not looking good. I'll try and pry this up, actually. Yeah, there we go. What? Sound like a French duck, then. What? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I did also used to, because I had loads of spare rubber bands, obviously. They were really good because you could stretch them over a ruler and ping someone on the ear with them. But they were so tiny that they'd never find it and they could never prove that you'd done anything. It was great. It was really great. I remember absolutely hammering Gavin in the back of the neck. In history once. It's been like, yeah, hit you with a rubber band. Where we were friends, it was okay. Like I wasn't bullying him. He didn't bully me. But I did ping him in the neck. There's another one. Got a little stack of them now. I don't think I've made enough of this brown stuff, but that's fine. Yeah, this isn't enough. Oh well, let's mix some more up. Sorry, I keep doing that off camera. It's quite therapeutic doing this. Look how smooth. Apart from that bit. Fuck it. Got some water on there. Ta-da. It's really satisfying. I've talked about it before. I don't really enjoy basing very much, but I enjoy doing this. This is nice. Come on. Come on. Make it work. Make it work. So I'm doing it again. Oh, I'm enjoying this. I've talked before about how if I set out to paint something on stream and then I paint it, I find it quite hard to motivate myself to paint something else. So I'm really glad that actually I did have this little task to be doing. Oh, that one's got a word on it, look. Don't know if you can see this, but it says glory. It's a nice chivalric quality, if you're into that sort of thing. Right. Yeah, we need some more. Okay. This just smells so much like rice. It's really weird. Ella Thompson says, "Hey gamers." Hello, Ella. What an entrance. Fucking hell. Oh, little stretch. I was already planning to have curry for dinner tonight, but definitely doing it after making this stuff. Insia says, "This is Chiodini's kitchen with handmade Girl Scout Thin Mints." That's very funny. It's alright. The league enjoys the trophy, so that's good. Okay. The nice switch says, "Glad to report to everyone that the brown stuff is still very funny." God damn it. Well, yes. Rudy Gerber says, "So is rice with milk and sugar a thing outside South Africa?" We have rice pudding, which is kind of similar. It is a very sort of milk-based, creamy pudding of just sort of sweet rice. Mr. McWaggle says, "Good to know Johnny's real friends like their little toy." Oh dear. Chris K has done a super chat. The super chat is of right. You remember? Lucy says, "Sounds like riz au lait," which is French for rice of milk. Yeah, it's kind of it's almost like a sweet congee, really. Anyway, Chris K has done a super sticker. Hopefully at this point, and I apologise if this is an activation phase for anybody, you'll remember the pair. The sports pair. Goodness me, the sports pair is doing some sports. In fact, the sports pair is sweating, so it is, because it's raising its knees one by one, and also kind of alternating. So right arm, left knee, left arm, right knee. Lifting dumbbells with what look like pretty heavy weights, and it's kind of just doing this, stomping about, lifting weights and getting that cardio in, as well as getting their pump on. And the text says, "Keep it up," which is great. I will keep it up. I will keep making these bases out of the brown stuff. Mankoy says, "Oh, thank God, you'll remember the pair as the phrase that deactivates. I've been waiting since the lemon for someone to say it." That made me laugh. Actually put a bit too much putty on this one. Or have I? It's borderline. Ooh, never used that bit of the rolling pin before. It says 28 for reasons I do not know. This is interesting though. This particular base has a hole in it, so let's see how well the round stuff behaves with that. Nomad 0036 says, Johnny, first time catching your painting stream. Hello, welcome aboard. It's you know what, these streams get weird. I think they get weirder than the gaming ones. Because it's terrifyingly, it's just me and my thoughts and chat and a paintbrush. But this one in particular has been odd, but not fun. So welcome aboard. Good luck. That one's a little clumsy on that edge. Sort of on the edge here. It's a little bit blank, but oh well. I'm very excited about the new camera setup once it arrives, so I can actually just have a camera that's pointing down. That'd be nice. Oh wait, and yeah, it's fine. It turns out there is some in there. So I guess you could say the brown stuff plugs the hole. You're welcome. But you can't tell from up there, so that's good. Good. Jack Wood says, Johnny, you gave me a shout out. Of course things were going to get weird. Jack, you're deserving of shout outs. You stow that talk. I'll have none of it. You're great. So there. And you're stuck with me now. Anyway. This is a Noblar. Noblars are tiny. I could take this thing without water. Take it like a little med. But anyway, they've got little bases, and I need to base them. So I will. Nako the Kitty says, oh, Johnny, did you wind up getting the new computer? Yeah, it's on order. It's not here yet. It should be arriving next month. REC says, does the Nobler like the brown stuff? It's not Nobler, it's Noblar. Gnoblar. You naughty fellow. Nice Switch just casually reading me to filth there in the chat. There we go, a little teeny tiny one. By rights, I should get a smaller base, rolling pin rather. You can get ones with smaller print, which is nice. Yep. Oh, Christ. It's stuck on. Okay, that actually went better than I expected. Good. I had to peel another Noblar off. Cold at the moment, isn't it? Winter seems to have finally arrived. Fucking hell. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to make another card for the streams where it's just like, I regret saying that. Fucking hell. You know what? If there's one thing I'm proud of, it's that I can take a week off streaming and I can come back more in bits than when I left. I feel like not many people can do that, actually. It's quite a skill. So there. Colin Lasser says this has been quite a Monday, hasn't it? Yes. Yes. Could the card have a pair, says Nako the Kitty. Oh god, no. No. I don't want the pair to start haunting me. Also, pairs are very much shut up and sit downs thing. It's quite impressive. It's quite impressive for a website to corner pairs as a thing, but goodness me, they managed, didn't they? Oh, I'm not going to have enough. I'm going to have to mix up a third little batch. Oh well. Oh, it's nice to do this. I've been meaning to do this lot for ages. So, thanks, chat. I'll make up a I regret saying that card later, but it's probably just going to be my dumb face. Chaos says, damn you, Johnny, I've now seen a Blood Bowl mini I really want to light. Now I might end up with a Blood Bowl team just because of that. What's the mini? What's the mini? What's the mini? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. I'm playing it cool. Coda Blair says, Johnny, could it be Luna? The thing is, Luna's lovely, and I don't want everyone to associate her with me putting my foot in my mouth. Oh, look! Oh, look! Look! This one says strength. Strength. Just going to check it so... make sure the rest of the fucking thing doesn't say live, laugh, or love. Glory. Strength. What's this one? I don't know what this one is. And it's hard to make out. Let's find out. We'll find out. We'll put it on the next one. Oh, fuck. We've got to make more bloody putty. Oh, I've got some blue tack. What does it say? What the fuck does that say? Fury! It says Fury. That's nice. That's good. Fury. Yeah, I'll put that on a Noblar's base. Why not? Hermit Prime says, how about Andy with Hot Dog? What a cruel thing I've done below. Hot Dog, what a cruel thing I've done is honestly, it might be up there with my favourite Oxventure quote. Oh, well, that made me laugh. Ah. What are they all brown stuff? Just take a small amount. That's too much, actually. But oh well. Maybe we can make something out of the excess. Did Kay say what it was? Where have you gone? Where's the thing? Oh, Creek the Verminator. I want to give him lit green warpstone crystals. I've painted up Creek. Oh, don't play Skaven though, Chaos. Or do if you want to. Actually, Skaven are really fun. But, oh, Skaven bullshit some of the time. I've got a Creek. Oh, I painted him up on stream. I think it would be... You could absolutely do it, but that warpstone, the big warpstone ball that he's got his foot on is just like solid resin. I think it'd be a fair amount of work to do it. But then I've never done what you do with lighting things, so, you know. Excuse me. Ronnie says, I adore my smelly rat sons. They are great. No, don't get me wrong. I love the Skaven so much. So much. But oh no, yeah, you actually have a Skaven Blood Bowl team, don't you, Ronnie? What am I saying? I love the Skaven so much. Blood Bowl Skaven I find difficult to get on with, partly because they're so competent, which doesn't feel like Skaven to me, you know. Anyway, enough out of me. Get that blue tack off there. Oh, little Noblars. Come on. Chaos says, yeah, I'd have to... Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh. Ronnie says, yeah, they are swift and annoying, which is infuriating for everyone but me. Yeah, I mean, they're fragile at least, which helps when your team is based on punching things. But when I play, playing dwarves, it takes me so long to score, and Skaven can score from anywhere. It's ridiculous. Defect says, have I missed the trophy ceremony? Me giving my own award to myself? No, the trophy's just here. We'll do it at the end, shall we? Mabel Teacher says, gotta go, but it has been wonderful hanging out. XX, love you all. Take care, Mabel. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you as ever. I've made entirely too much putty for these last two bases, which is annoying. But I've never tried... Well, no, I've never tried sculpting a mini, because I know I'd be shit at it. So I may as well try. Aha, maybe that's where the cursed miniature comes from this year. My own fair hand. Peter Draconis says, hello, Johnny. Yesterday I played a couple of games of the Team Manager Blood Bowl card game and won both, which could have been my first wins ever in that game. I really like that game. I actually got rid of my copy because I hadn't played it in years, but it's very, very good. And I bloody loved it. And this is before I got into Warhammer. I'm surprised I didn't make the connection, actually, to say maybe I'll try actual Blood Bowl, but it's great. I think it's brilliant. I gave my copy to my friend Tom. I wonder if I could just ask for it back. But then, if I'm going to... What was that? Oh, but then... I'll just play Blood Bowl if I wanted to, I guess. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Oh, that one's gone a bit pancakey. Let's just do that. Sure, that's fine. No, that's shit. Let's peel that off. Peel that off. Take a bit of the actual putty off, so we don't need all that. Right, we go again. Smoothing it out with me thumb. Friendly old thumb. AJ says, how do you get into Warhammer? I tried to and got overwhelmed. Yeah, it's a lot. I would say set yourself some goals. Number one, it helps to be talking to people who are also into it, whether that's somebody who also fancies trying it and you sort of learn together, or somebody who knows a bit more and can guide you. But I would say first and foremost, find the game that you find most exciting in terms of in terms of its premise. Like, do you like the idea of far-flung space combat in the future? 40k is probably for you. Do you prefer fantasy stuff? Age of Sigmar might be a good bet. Do you want something that's small and quite tit for tat, like where I activate a model and you activate a model? Because Warcry would then be a good bet for you if you don't fancy doing full-scale armies. Do you want something that's really slapdash? Because Blood Bowl's good for that. It may take you a while to find your game, is the worrying thing. Because I started off with Age of Sigmar, and I don't really think I like it very much. But then I played a lot of Warcry, which I still love, and then I discovered Blood Bowl and went, oh, this is incredible, and Blood Bowl is my game. And I totally see why other people aren't keen on it, but I really like Blood Bowl. Will just straight up says, don't get into Necromunda. So there you go. Oh yeah, there's also Kill Team, which is basically Warcry is to Age of Sigmar what Kill Team is to 40k. Basically, you'll have more fun if you find something that excites you, but then just decide how much you want to do. Because I think one of the biggest mistakes you can make is going in and dropping a whole bunch of money and coming out with like loads and loads and loads and loads of models. Because you'll have, if you've got like a 2,000 point army, it's going to take you ages to paint up before you even get the models on the table. And that's just like, it's a big ask. So start small. You can have a little game of 40k or Sigmar or whatever. There are basically skirmish rules for each. Jack Wood says there's Adeptus Titanicus, which is Kill Team but with big robots. This is also true. Incidentally, please could Games Workshop make another Imperator Titan model? I would love that. Because my brother bought an Imperator Titan as a kid, but genuinely there were bits missing, so we took it back and got a refund, and he never had it again. And I tried to get one for him on eBay recently, and I got pipped at the last second. They spent £2 more than me, and they won. And it was a good price, and now all I can find are ones that was like, buy it now, it's £400. So I'm not going to do that. But I really want to paint up an Imperator Titan and send it to my brother. I'd just like to do that. It's a bit of fun, but no. Anyway. Chaos says if Games Workshop weren't cowards, they'd bring back Gorka Morka. You know what I've still never played is Gaslands. I still really like to play that. Okay, what am I going to do with this? I've got some leftover. Apparently I made a tapeworm, so let's not do that. What should doing? Let's make a tiny cursed horse. Why not? I hate horses. Well, I hate horsey people. Okay, what do horses have? Dump truck asses. Let's make a horse. First off, okay, stick with me on this. It's going to be great. They said. Matt Cave Fry Guy says, wait, what? You hate horsey people? I grew up around a lot of people in school for whom like horses were their personality. Like, tell me about yourself. What's your personality? I really like horses, and I just couldn't get. I think we can all see where this is going. I just couldn't get past it. It's just like I found them very tedious. So I don't like horses. I don't like horsey people. Okay. I've made the horse's ass, and now I've got this much to make the rest of the horse. So is this going to be cursed? Extremely. Excuse me. Paul Howard says, thank you for the stream, but it is time for me to go. Laters all, stay safe, have fun. Thank you so much for stopping by, Paul. Have a lovely evening. I'm sorry you're missing me make a cursed horse, but you got to do what you got to do, my pal. Okay, I'm not against mixing up some extra stuff for this. Because currently it looks like a it's like a Gallimimus. God, I don't like horses. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Colin Laster says that does not look like a horse body, Johnny. Guess again, Colin. Oh no, I've made the front of a horse. No, it's got to have... Shit! It needs front legs. Alright, a little bit more. A little bit, I'll make a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more, tiny bit, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more of the brown stuff, they said, before being forcibly checked into rehab. Will says you've forgotten that horses have a middle. No, I haven't, Will. There is clearly a middle there. If anything, I've forgotten they have a neck. Fucking horses. Nice Switch says, you know those medieval paintings of animals the artist had never seen? Yeah, I'm bringing that up a pro of nothing. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Need little horse legs. Okay, I'm going to... All right, let's start portioning this off. A little bit for the tail. That's too much for the tail. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, then we need legs. So... That's a good amount for a leg. So that's a leg. Take a little bit more for the next leg. That's another leg. Okay, so we've got this much to bulk out the torso and neck. So if we just stretch the neck, nightmarishly like, like that. I got it from Agnes, says it looks like a duck. Which seems mean, but okay. Trying quite hard here, actually. I got it from Agnes. Don't know what you got from Agnes. Rudeness. Maybe. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Right. There's the middle of the horse, Will. God, my wife's going to be so impressed. One leg. Okay, now here comes the difficult bit. There we go. That was easy. Ronnie says, don't get me wrong, but don't horses have 4 legs? I'm not finished, Ronnie! Look. Bang! It's got 4 fucking legs. Huh? Huh? Are you making a cryptid, says Nathaniel Levy. No, I'm making a horse. I have to say, you're all being very rude. How about my horse? Oh my fucking god. I'm sorry, but... Eh? Eh? Shit, hang on. No, don't. Okay. Okay. Games Workshop, just give me a call. I'm ready to start whenever. Number 1, I'll fix the rat ogres. The models aren't good anymore. You need better ones. Eh? Here comes the big reveal. There we go. Bang! Horse. Majestic. Thank you. Sarah Burke says, hi Johnny, thank you for the chill stream. This is a super chat, by the way. You have been a bright spot on my day. You are wonderful. I hope you have a great evening. I just made a horse. Just perfectly artistically rendered a horse. Using nothing more than a strange aluminium-based putty. My day's going fantastically. What could be better? There we go. Right, I need to put this somewhere to dry. Don't ask me why I have a shot glass on my desk, but there we go. Nailed it. A horse. Thank you. Thank you. Will says I'll put it on the fridge. Fuck you, Will. Daniela Dragon is on Super Chat saying, and that's how Johnny made 2021/2022 the horse. Yep. I feel like I should just call up my school and ask for my art GCSE. Quite pleased with that. It's really got an ass, though. I mean, in before anyone says no, an ass is a kind of donkey. I set out with an objective in mind, and you can't say I didn't manage. And then we just got a little pile of nobblers there. Baseless accusations. Where am I going to put them? Yep. 2021 the horse. There it is. If you don't think I'm gonna paint that on stream, oh, you got another thing coming. Another paint stream coming. Right. Right, I genuinely need a container for these Noblars. Do I bag them? Do I bag up the Noblar? That feels mean. I need to put them in something. Ah, here we go. So this is... Oops. This is... When I buy magnets, they come in tins. Bit of fun. I use these to magnetize my bases, but the tins are also very useful. Ronnie says the Colonel is implied here, but Colonel, I'm trying to escape the farm, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the farmer. I'm trying to escape the farm, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap from my ass cheeks keeps alert. I can't do it, Ronnie. One more try. Okay. Colonel, I'm trying to escape the farm, but I'm dummy thick, and the... I can't do it, Ronnie. I can't do it. Okay, come on. Colonel, I'm trying to escape the farm, but I'm dummy thick. Colonel, I'm trying to escape the farm, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the farmer. Yes! Ah! Get David Hayter on the line. Fucking hell. I know I'm not okay, but chat, are you okay? Look. Artemis Bale says I don't even get the reference and I'm dying. It's a Solid Snake Metal Gear. It was a tweet. It was basically Metal Gear Solid. Snake calls up the Colonel. It's like, Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Lots of people in chat saying no, they're not okay. Good. All right. Oh, Neko the Kitty says new ringtone, here I come. Oh, good. Can you believe I'm out of beer? That's bad. Well, shit, chat. We got 40 minutes to kill. Oh, no, Delilah's Dragon says, damn it, I'm trying to paint eyes, Johnny. Oh... Sega Genesis says I'm going to go play Hades. Yes, I broke Sega Genesis. That was a long time coming. Fucking hell. Right, I'm going to move these bases off to this side table so they can dry. Ooh. Skills Loading says, I mean, we're all still here, so the jury is out. Indeed. RV Dammit says, let's watch Johnny go to the bottle shop for more beer. Right, okay. Feels like the tail end of a children's party. All that bit in Muppets Christmas Carol where Fred comes through and he's like, we've had the plum pudding, we've sung the carols, what do we do now? It's like, we've made an entire trophy of Sean Bean atop a throne of Carlsberg cans. We've made some bases for some things. We've nearly died laughing, trying to say I'm dummy thick, and the clap from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the farmer. What shall we have now? I tell you what. Well, there'll be two things that we can have now. We can have a super chat from Brian Shona saying, I'm so glad YouTube has that clip function now. Yep, I'm sure that'll help the Patreon. And Thunder Cookie has done a super sticker. Have I seen this one? I don't know if I have. Let me just... Okay, all right. So you'll remember the pear. The pear... Does the pear have pockets? What a fascinating question. Either way, the pear sort of reaches behind its own back and it's pulling out a microphone. And as it does so, it goes... And then it goes... Dunk! And drops the microphone, which bounces so violently. It bounces out of frame. It goes boom, boom. And once that's done, the pear kind of coolly goes... So, in full, the pear is going behind the back. Shh. Drop. And it's dynamic. I'll tell you that much. It's dynamic. Just like this lovely trophy, which I need to award to myself. So it doesn't feel right. I've got a league game coming up a week tomorrow. So I'm going to bring this, give it to my opponent, and ask them to give it back to me. So there we go. Ta-da. I'll let you know as soon as I work out what we're doing with this extra bloody Boromir. Richard Spear says, does the trophy not need a plaque? It does, but I don't think I'd make a good one. I don't think I'd make a good one. So, right. How do we do now? Do I still have it installed? Let's have a look. Just give me 1 sec. I fucking do. Right, that's what's happening. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so... Yes. Give me 1 sec, so I'll need to change lenses on this camera. No, not full face. Painting full face. Hello, here we go. Now what we're going to do is turn off the camera. Good job, camera. You did great. Okay. You're gonna love this. If any of you can guess what's coming up, you'll win my respect. It's not Dorfromantic. It's not Hades. It's not Hades. Just said it's not Hades. It's not Loop Hero. It's not Hotas Dark Souls. It's not Tetris. It's not Goose. It's not Sea of Thieves. Oh, isn't that moody? Look at that. Monsters Expedition. No. Oh, I can put my glasses back on because I'm not painting. There we go. 5D chess. It's not something I've played before on channel. I'll tell you that much. So it's not Void Bastards. It's not Earth Golf. Oh, mate, you're in for such a good time. Oh, that's fucking loud. That's real fucking loud, actually. It's not Blood Bowl, the video game. Mark Kerwin, you beauty. What's it time for? It's time for Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. Once I resize that, what's going on there? Oh, don't crash my computer. Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, fly not too close to the sun, Icarus. So this is a game that I have wanted to stream because it's fun. But I often feel like, because I flap my gums so much about Warhammer on the painting streams that it's not really fair for me to then be like, and Thursday we've got more Warhammer. But this is perfect now. Here we go. So you should be able to hear that. So we'll go campaign. We'll start a new campaign. Fuck it, why not? Normal difficulty. Oh, that's going to erase my previous save. That's alright, I love you all enough. Oh dear. And that's also some music playing in the background, so hopefully I won't get a copyright strike. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. No game sound, really? Oh, it's doing it again, isn't it? We've had this problem before. That's weird, because it should be my desktop audio just working. Because I can hear it. Hang on. Advanced audio properties. Desktop audio. Maybe it's just really... very low game sound. Oh, I can pump that up. Okay, here we go. That's too loud now. Sorry, that is really loud. You've now lost game audio. Don't panic. I'm just going to adjust that down again. To about that. Nathan says, Forge World, everything's going to be so expensive. It's probably still too loud. Anyway, there's a Forge World. It's in trouble. Xenos invasion in progress. Recommended course of action? Send in Mark Strong. No, not exterminators. Don't do that. Negative. Liberation Fleet? 5 to 37 days. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Escalate area denial? Affirmative. Execute request order. Adeptus Astartes Ultra. Deploying the Ultramarines. Helen Robinson says, the actor Mark Strong. Yes, he voices the main character in this. Also, wait until... Also, like, your best friend in this game, who's like, I'm gonna help you, I'm another Space Marine, is Dijkstra from The Witcher 3. Here we go. There we go. Mark Cohen says, oh yeah, Ultramarines. Ultramarines fleet. Strike cruiser Fury of Descent. Target Forge... That's too fast. Secure the Titans. I'm Mark Strong. I'm a big maroon. And I'm Dijkstra. Here we fucking go. Here he is. Here's us.
Captain Titus, the orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces. And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
That's bad.
Clever of the damned orcs.
There he is, Dijkstra.
Off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report.
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We are losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. We'll find another way down.
There's Mark Strong.
Thunderbolt Lancer Job returning to launch bay.
Geralt, you fucking bastard! Get out of my sauna! Unless you want us to help us to kill the Redanian king. I think. I can't remember.
Nick Jeffrey says, I prefer inframarines to ultramarines, other end of the marine spectrum.
take out the gun battery. What, do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the orcs.
We're gonna have a word or two with the orcs.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
The Night Witch needs a scarper for the night. Take care, Night Witch. It's been lovely having you in chat, as ever. Brian Shona says Dijkstra's voice work is so great. Mark Strong is phoning this entire game in, but I still love it. Okay, we're above Forge World Gryer, and I've got too many paint pots near my fucking keyboard. Here we go. Alright. We've got a chainsword and we're not afraid to use it. Are we using it well? Not really. We've also got a bolter. Bolter's very useful. Reload! This is fun, isn't it? Welcome to the hobby, everybody. I don't know about you, but this is what I imagine when I'm playing the games on the tabletop. Oh yeah, mouse and F and mouse 5. What if I don't want to use F and mouse 5? Oh, that's it. Okay. Space Marine! The orcs bloody love saying Space Marine! It's great fun. Stun? Stun! There we go. Oh dear, they died. Space Marine! Oh, that's right. Okay, so you stun someone. Here's where it gets good. Yep. Fuck. Right, you stun someone, then you execute them. Bang! Like, yay! Curb Stomp! Space Marine! It's all very silly, basically. Can you hear me okay? Probably not. Alex Simpkins says, so when do you take your command phase? Zega Genesis says, painting got violent. Yeah. Hang on. Duck that a tiny bit more. Spice Marine! Okay, great. We can hear you fine. Good, good. Alright. Come on. Oh, fuck off. Here we go. Oh, no.
Get off my ship, Space Marine!
Space Marine!
Nathan says this game is the best 6 out of 10 game ever. It really is. Come on. Press space to perform a combat roll, is it? Space Marine! What? That was a... Come on. And smash the head. Ryan Leffley's done a super chat saying, "Hey Johnny, picked up certain dark things after you mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really enjoying it. Thanks for the recommendation." You're very welcome, Ryan. I think that book is great. I think Silvia Moreno Garcia is a really great writer. Very good. Very good at writing thrillers. And also, it's just doing very cool stuff with What? What am I doing? Space Marine! This way, this way. Mark Strong? Hello? It's fine. I'm trying to... There we go. Bonk. There we go. Whoa, Automobile got to meet Silvia Moreno Garcia in Boston in the before times. That's pretty cool. Space Marine. We're going to rotate the turret now, everyone. Stand by.
Space Marine!
Anonymous says, didn't you paint that orc on stream once? I painted a similar one. I painted like this big orc boss thing here. Still haven't finished it actually. Spikes Marine! Excuse me, I've hurt my voice pretending to be Dijkstra.
Witcher. Ooby booby boo ba boo ba ba.
Yeah, that still hurts. I'll stop doing that then. Top crumpin. Well done. Ta-da!
Captain Titus, come in. Damned orcs shot me off course.
They shot me off course, Geralt.
But I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading towards the front lines now.
It's weird. It was weird that A. Mark Strong sounds bored, and B. that his voice is slightly quieter than everyone else's. It's very weird. Anyway, so we're a Space Marine. I can't shoot for shit. Oh yeah, left control to aim. That's good. It's not the world's greatest control scheme, I'll say that much. But firing a bolter is just nice, just sounds good. Oops. Space Marines! You sound delighted, little gobbo. Here we go. Here we bloody go, eh? Oh, here's the bolter. That wasn't a bolter before. Forgive me. Forgive me, everybody who knew that. It was a bolt pistol, wasn't it? That's more bloody like it. Scott Perkins has done a super chat saying, well, this evening has been fun. Put together a not-so-cursed bear with a hammer and gun. However, tried to put together the handler, and now there is a small metal limb somewhere in the void. Oh no! Scott, I hope it turns up. Thank you very much for the super chat. I sincerely hope that karmically you are rewarded with the thing that you've missed. The limb that is now in the void. The humans all alone. Will says, "Tell you what, this looks and sounds better than Angels of Death." I really enjoyed Angels of Death. I've not watched the final episode, but you know what? I stuck it on while I was painting, and I really liked it. I don't know if that says about me, but. Space Marine. Where am I going? Oh, great. My sense of direction wins out again. I am, in fairness, trying to also read chat. Where are you all? I've got all turned around. Is this the way I'm going? No, it's not. Oh, there, yeah, no, it is. Whoopsie. Blah. Who else wants some? Who wants it? Who wants? I'll have some. If a Space Marine presses space, are they pressing space bar? Genuine question. Apotheon 2000 says, this isn't lore accurate. The orcs are hitting things and shooting. There we go. Nathan says the control scheme on PC is rubbish. This is 100% a game designed for controller. You know what? This is a game I actually previewed. I went to Ireland to preview it for some reason. Not long after I joined GameSpot, Jane Douglas and I went to check it out. I was cameraman, and Jane Douglas was Jane Douglas. And we went and had a look together.
Are you wounded?
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I look to its rules for guidance.
But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself.
Yeah, Leandros.
The jump pack.
You're the bad kind of fascist. Dear oh dear. Crumpin. You stole my kill, Leandros, you little shitbird.
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how. Keep firing! Keep firing!
Come back here. I need to pause because this is very real. Insi says, you're so young, but you've been at this for so long. I know. I know. I know. 14 years now. Emma Benton says, are we implying that there are good fascists? Yes, dead ones, as Will quite rightly says. Space Marine! Ethan Blomquist says, oh goodness, Space Marine, what wonderful circumstance be this. We simply ran out of hobby to do, and I thought, why not? Why not? Why not go shoot some bloody orcs? So that's exactly what we're doing. Look, there's bloody loads of them. Fuck off, gobbos. Mr. McWaggle says, okay, Skelly crew, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you next time. Take care, Mr. McWaggle. It's been fun having you around. This has been a very, very odd stream, but in a good way. And no, I didn't just try and knife that soldier.
You have saved us.
Oh, get up.
Rise, guardsmen. You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
Lieutenant.
The front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sedonis, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
You'd updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords.
You cash that paycheck, Mark Strong.
The bunker is beyond.
Buddy Wrongless says, not to rag on a normal setup, but I like this lighting for streaming. Thanks. It's been dreadful for painting, but this is quite pleasant, isn't it? Here's my face.
No. Get off. My legs. I can't feel my legs.
Oh no, someone can't feel their legs. You've got them! That helps. Stephen Burns has done a super chat saying, always love your streams. Any chance of a 40k lore basics rundown for a total noob? Oh gosh, I don't really know that much about 40k lore myself. I'll give it a bash sometime on a painting stream.
I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
I'm bloody Dijkstra. Get in me spa.
I'll give it a go sometime. I'll give you a very, very loose explanation of 40k lore. Now's probably not the time, because the stream's nearly over and my brain's a bit frazzled. But Daddy Wrongleg says, Crash Course, everyone's a parody of the bad guys. Basically,
Worry
yeah.
not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you.
A bloody Dijkstra.
I've got that gun well defended, no mistake.
Jack Wood's off to get some food. Take care, Jack. Have a lovely evening.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
I may have encountered the orc during our jump to the surface.
Which,
See my soul crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still in its control.
Chainsword unlocked. Do. Yep. Okay. Right. There we go. That's what we want. Way! You can recharge your health by just absolutely annihilating them. It's fun. My health is low. Not for long it won't be. Up yours. Cube says, I heard there were Space Marines, so I came running. It's good, isn't it? It's just, like I think Mark said, it's just the best 6 out of 10 game ever. Like, you know how there are games where you can have a moderately enjoyable 9 out of 10, or you can have an absolutely incredible 7 out of 10. This is one of those. It's just great fun. Is it highly polished and realised? Not really. Actually, the polish is alright. Is it, like, groundbreaking and exciting and, you know, like, excitingly innovative? Not really. Is it great fun anyway? Yes. Lovely bit of mid-tier beige. Love it.
Target that squig.
Oh, whoops. Stop paying attention. I thought it was a proper cutscene. Take that, orc. Oh, is there a squig I was meant to shoot? What am I doing? Yeah, I heard a squig. Bomb squig somewhere. There it is. I feel bad about blowing up the bomb squigs, but also they make weird noises. They don't sound how like I think squigs sound. Scott Perkins says it doesn't look half bad for a game that is a decade old. They actually updated it. So this is like an HD version. But yeah, no, it's great fun. Take that, squig. Oh no. Ammo, yes please. Oh, grenades, yes please. Space Marines! Bloody. Come on. Right, you... Oh, no, never mind. I misclicked. Will says squigs are more high-pitched than squealy IMO. I agree. Squigs don't sound like lions to me. They just don't. Fuck off that orc who's quite a good shot. Hee hee. Oh, whoops. Stop paying attention again, didn't I? Fuck off, you surprisingly accurate bastard. There we go.
Dropship incoming.
I know my health is low, but they're all up there. Blah. Oh, fuck off. Right. I need to... Thank you. Thank you. Health is nice. Oopsie. Cube says, I think they sound like overly excited French bulldogs. Snorty yappy. I'll take that, yeah. Oh no. Ow! Oh, I should be getting away from you right quick. Thank you. He yelled, "Wah!" He did it. He did the catchphrase. Wah! Whoopsie. Oh, yeah, I can do it. Oh, I didn't kill him with a cool animation. So now my health is really low.
Inside with the door sealed. I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Dakia M says, have a wonderful day / night, everyone. It's been a pleasant first Johnny stream for me. Hope I can catch more. It's been a wild one, but it's been fun.
Word from the second recce. Another horde of the greenskins are headed here from the south. Damn corrections stuck a knife in Source's throats.
I don't need to stand up. I'm just an ultramarine. Alright, stand up if you want to.
Reinforce their position. Hold the line. And stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
What's going on then? Here she is.
Thank the Emperor.
I'm Mark Strong. Hello.
Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Hello.
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines.
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
I sent out 10.
That's an 80% loss.
That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me then. I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
No fooling. Do you have an ammo crate anywhere? Lady? Are they just popping a massive squat? Oh no, wait. They do have a little chair. I was like, they must have thighs of steel. Wait, oh. Sorry, a purity seal. Fury unlocked, eh? That's right. You can enter Fury mode and smash things up.
Troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajacis. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gate of the Manufactorum.
Manufactorum. You know what? As much as I'd like to show you Fury, having just unlocked it, but I think I'll leave it there for this stream. Goodness me. It's been a wild one. My light wasn't working. I smashed up half of my own office. I said something really regrettable about putting a tip in my mouth. It's been a lot. But it's been a lot of fun at the same time. So thank you all so much for joining me and for sticking with. We did it, everybody. We made the Sean Bean Big Bag of Cans Award for the most number of deaths suffered in League play, which I can now award to myself for having lost a whole lot of dwarves. So yeah, thank you all so much, everybody. I dread to see what people have clipped out of this stream. It's been great fun. As ever, I have a Patreon. If you weren't already aware, it's patreon.com/Johnny Chiodini. There's actually a button just on my YouTube channel homepage that says support me on Patreon. So if you want to have a look at that. Failing that, I'll be back on Thursday with another stream. And then on Saturday, there'll be new episodes of Press Any Chiodini, my Let's Play series. And for patrons, there'll be other stuff filtering out as we near the end of the month. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to make for you, and I'm looking forward to making it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all very soon. So thank you again so much for tuning in. Have a lovely rest of your day, however much is left. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.